Get enthusiastic.
All right.
Yes.
We're here.
There, is that better?
Hello,
Sure,
welcome. It's
we're ready.
D&D Nights. Tailspire
Just time for
time.
me to get up.
All that stuff. We know what's going on here. We've done this before. Anybody have anything exciting to say to start this thing
I
up?
don't know what to do.
I do.
No, we-
Oh,
my
I'm
let's
birthday's
hear it,
on
David.
Monday.
David's birthday
birthday's
is
on
on
Monday.
Monday. He's going to be an old geezer. If we're lucky,
Hey,
he'll
no,
make it
I'm
to
not.
then.
Cold geezer.
If we're lucky, he'll make it till then.
That means I have 6 months until he's driving my car, and I'm terrified.
You should buy him some
Okay.
old beater, dude.
Like a wife beater, kind of like a. Is that politically
yeah.
correct?
Uh-huh.
A tank top.
No, I think you
sorry.
should give me a good car.
Nah, dude, like get on.
Oh, beater
get
in
on-
a car. Okay.
car.
Yeah,
I was like, why
What
is he
are you
wearing a
talking
tank
about,
top when he's 15?
No, like
There you go, friend.
Car
You
and
got a
tank
new
top.
driver.
Like a
Yeah,
like a
there you go.
2020.
you get on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and sort by between $100 and $1,000 and just find whatever crap.
Oh,
says
you're one of those
runs,
old
drives.
like those boats.
Oh man.
Just
Yeah.
anything that costs $500, $100 to $1,000. Drop $1,000 on it, and he can drive that thing, and it doesn't matter what happens to
my
it.
Gets half a mile per gallon. Let's go.
I know, you can get fuel efficient cars. It's just like runs great, drive it every day, burns a quart of oil a week.
Nobody
you just
died
gotta, nobody died in it. You just gotta like
Oh my
top up the
God.
oil and like light some sage in there. You'll be good.
That's the car in the car you want there.
I gotta get rid of the spirits out of my car.
And I don't think I want that kind of car.
That's the kind
Yeah,
of
you
I
do.
wanna-
Everybody
I
gets
want a
some kind
car
of piece of
like-
crap for their first car.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
Oh,
everybody
colorful
should get a piece of crap for the first car because it's gonna get
okay,
dinged
yeah,
up.
most people do. Like, what'd you get, Isaac?
The first car that I was only mine, I actually had to buy. I bought a '92 Pontiac Sunbird.
How much was it?
I think it was $3,000.
What about you, Michael? What was your first car?
I had a '90 Pontiac Sunbird.
Oh man! What about you,
I
Francisco?
had mine first. I like to point out.
It's true.
I was the trendsetter.
I had a. I would say my real one was like the BT Cruiser.
You had a
It was
PT
like
Cruiser?
Yeah.
Oh man, high class.
That was a trip.
You're still driving your first car, right, Joe? That
No,
that Eclipse?
My first car was a 2004 Windstar van.
Did you write "Have candy inside" on the window?
I had a 1997 Pontiac Grand Am GT that overheated so much that the head on it warped, and I had to take it off and have it planed on a machine at a machine shop and put back.
Holy crap. Yeah, those cars, man.
I was driving it to college one time, and just like I started smelling gas through the air vents, and I was like, oh, that can't be good. And like I pulled over and opened the hood while it was running, and one of the injectors, the fuel line on the injector had come off, and it just spraying high pressure fuel just everywhere in the engine bay. And I was like, no problem.
My
Clip that
Sunbird's
back
the I guess the block cracked. I don't know. I have spewing white smoke, and they had to weld it back.
Mm,
My
They
Sunbird
brazed it.
died at the side of a road, and I never saw it again. I
I
left it there and went and bought something else.
That's what happens with
My
all your cars.
goodness.
That's right. That's happened with 2 of my cars.
Just
one of
abandoned
them
it
was
off
in
the
a
side of
parking
the road.
lot. Just the
You
first
got
one was on the side of
bad
the road.
car juju, you know that?
No, my car now is fine.
The timing
Yeah,
belt
except
on
the
that
No,
car
no,
is
the car I have now is garbage. You're right. You're right. I do have bad luck with cars. Sorry,
Time to
David.
go leave it.
Your
in
your
Pico.
car before
It's time to go leave it
in
side of the
the
road.
parking lot. The car before that you were asking me to like weld the clutch pedal back together.
Oh yeah, cause the clutch like broke
Nice.
from the pedal up at the top. Broke
yeah,
away.
the pedal box. It broke off.
And man, that was such a pain. I spent like a year just trying to go to shop, just trying to get someone that would fix the thing. No one would ever fix it. And finally got someone who's like, oh yeah, well, we can do it. And it took them like 2 months to finally just
months.
weld the thing together. And it worked.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
weld it together because I didn't want to be liable when my weld broke while you
I
were
had it to
driving
where
down
like
the road.
I had a hunk of wood like jammed in there under the clutch, so that it would stay. Because it was all wobbly and stuff, and I couldn't push it all the way down because most of the clutch whatever. So I had like just a little hunk of wood just jammed in there that every once in a while I had to go in and fix because it would come loose.
You know what this is now? This is just a podcast.
All right, yeah, I'm playing D&D.
D&D.
You want to start? You want to start a podcast?
Nope, we already did it. We're done. What else are we gonna talk about?
First cars, best conversation.
All right.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to Talespire. we last left off our intrepid party.
Intrepid,
Is that what you
yes,
guys are?
That's a word for it.
You guys, you escorted the ex-slave camp. They're now like the freed slaves that are out capturing not capturing, but freeing other slaves and bringing them in to help them out. You took them from the little fishing village of Adro to the west, across the mountains. You had a run-in with some Frankenstein-like skeletons that your friendly neighborhood necromancer has been playing with. And speaking of friendly neighborhood necromancers, you met one of her captains, which is Lorius. We've spent many a day with.
Yes.
And she's back. Last time you heard of her, she was missing, but she's back apparently, and as haughty as ever.
Yes.
And,
I see.
You guys deposited the ex-slaves in the old vampire temple, which was once an old Yuan-Ti temple, and then you ventured south to South Shore. Shiro got his new katana, and you found out. Is that it? What else did you find out? I'm trying to remember what happened
found
last
out
week and
that
the week before.
They all
We
left.
investigated the blue light area.
Oh yeah, the
We
castle.
had an encounter, but I don't know.
Okay,
Right, you
I
looked a
remember
little
now.
bit. Looked at it a little
We
bit.
looked. We were gonna go there to kill a guy, but we stopped. We're gonna go talk to Bartok
You went to
instead.
that's right. You went to South Shore first. That was the very first stop, and they told
Yeah.
you that.
They left to go do something, and they
They
wouldn't
wouldn't
tell
tell
us.
you where they went. You went, then you ran off, did all that, came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we're on our way to whatever that Empire City is, where
Yeah.
Bartok usually is.
Oh god.
You're in Crawport as we speak.
Crawport.
No, sorry, not Crawford. You're in South Shore as we speak. You are heading out as we left. It's still, if I remember right, it's still early morning. Or it's still around that time anyway. And you're heading out to the north. Which way do you want to go? So there's not really a road out of here, but you can get north to a road, which is kind of near that lake, which is where the Last Hope is, and then follow that road, which is what the Empire uses, all around to Crawport. Or you can just kind of cut through the middle, but there is a big crater there with lots of scorpions and slave camps along the way, also that way. So, or you can go east and then north. East takes you by Lenzerus' tower, and north.
Hey,
Yeah,
did
we
we
do that.
want to check out any slave camps?
We were gonna do that after we talked to
Bartok.
our list was Bartok, because that was the thing Linders wanted us to do. Then it
Right.
was storm the castle to kill that dude. That and the slave camps are kind of the interchangeable second thing right now.
Second thing. Okay.
But right now it's go talk to him and see what the big deal is, and I'm sure he'll be like, I need you to do all this crap, and we'll be like, oh yeah, totally, we'll do it.
Oh, of course we will.
It's like you've played D&D before.
Okay.
I don't know why I had this map set up, and every week I can't find
Where's
it.
the map?
I don't know. No one knows. It disappears
It's
every
gone.
week.
It's
You should make a folder on your desktop.
I have a
called
folder on
Maps.
my desktop, but I can never remember where I put it. All right,
oh my.
just use your imagination.
my
Okay,
God.
so which way you gonna head? Which way you gonna go? I wasn't listening.
Near Linders' tower. That's the safest way, right?
Yeah, it's the safest, but it's also the longest.
What's the shortest, safest way? We were on our way there at the end of last week, right?
You were just leaving South Shore, so you're at the
Okay.
beach basically. That's where we ended it.
Okay.
Yeah, there isn't really a safe way. You've got either the road the Empire uses, you've got through Empire and Scorpion Land, or you've got just kind of hugging the outside, but it's gonna be a long trip.
I don't mind going whichever way.
You want to just go
Would
up the
you-
road and then leave the road when the Empire shows up?
Would
Let's
you
do
rather
that.
kill scorpions or would you rather kill Empire folk?
I do not want to kill scorpions.
I'd rather kill the Empire.
Scorpions are
I'd
really
rather kill the
resistant to
Empire,
everything.
too.
Scorpions used to
Oh,
tear you
yeah.
guys up when you're level 1.
Yeah, well, we haven't fought one in a long time.
Yeah, because you're not level 1 anymore, and they're not much of a challenge anymore. I gotta find some tough scorpions. Gotta send Mama Scorpion at you.
Haven't
Oh,
leveled up in a long time either.
Been a while.
It's only been like 3 months.
3 months? It's been like a year.
Oh, since you leveled up, hasn't been that long.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Been a while.
You gotta have like
It's been a while.
big things have to happen. Last time, big thing was
Big
you
thing?
you came out
Like-
of portal
killing-
hopping.
So we've been doing big things.
You gotta
killing
have a
vampires
momentous
that are supposed to
occasion.
kill us.
We killed a legendary vampire. We killed Ballas's number 2 guy.
Oh, that was.
We
We killed some weird skeleton things that were supposed to be tough.
we've done a lot of like big time stuff.
This is your chat while you're heading north on towards the road.
You
We're
know, I
talking
don't feel
about
any
getting
stronger, and I've
stronger.
really been killing a lot.
Like, I don't feel stronger, guys.
All right, roll me. Is that what you're doing to do the north to the road and around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me whoever's on watch. Give me the rolls.
Let's get my character sheet out.
Oh, are we on a specific board on?
I'll
I
have
said
the
retracted.
I'm just
I'll have
still on the. I haven't been doing a different board. We're still on the starter one. It's called.
Fit will be
starter.
circling invisibly.
Okay.
17.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that you want to roll one, Francisco? Also, you can if you want.
Yeah. Well, that's
Hey Isaac, it looks like your
12.
wife said his first car was a rodeo.
It was my parents' car, though.
Oh.
So I said the Sunbird was the first one that was the only.
So Fip sees some commotion up front. So you guys make your way up. You've gone maybe like 3 hours or so. You're about to the road, and just on the other side of the road, up kind of where it starts getting rocky, he sees a group. They are being somewhat stealthy. They're off the road, but they're just sort of moseying along. He says he sees 7 of them. Looks like they have a couple companions, a couple pets with them.
Pets.
What kind of pets?
Okay, I can veil that.
I say, what kind of pets?
Let me look, and I grab someone's shoulder, and eyes go white.
Why don't
So
you
I'm
roll me
looking at
perception? Because he couldn't.
Oh, what?
He couldn't
Okay.
tell what kind of
He
pets they
couldn't
were.
tell. What kind of
He
bird?
could see one was big, one was kind of small.
10.
Anything.
One's big,
terrible.
one's kind of small. Look
Didn't
furry.
off
You can
the
tell just
road.
they're walking on all fours. So it could
Dice, and
be
they rolled a 20.
That's
it could be maybe it's weird people.
Yes, weird people.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll just
do
keep
that.
going.
So-
Like, if we have to fight them,
How
we'll
many
fight them.
did you
I
say?
wanna fight
7.
him.
Are they Empire? Could I tell that?
You can't tell.
So it's a ways ahead.
Fip can tell they don't look. They're not. He doesn't see the shine of the armor that
Okay.
he's seen before on the guys with the black armor. So
Okay.
he doesn't see that anyway. As you make your way a little bit further, you see a
As we get closer, we'll be able to see what they are, right?
yes. Well,
Can
hang on. Just a moment after you're looking through this, what's the word? I had in my head those the sea cranes. What are they called?
Seagull?
Not
Seagull.
seagull, but the more majestic ones. The sea,
Majestic?
the ones with the necks.
Pelican? Pelican?
Oh my goodness.
Pelican?
We'll also call it a pelican. Okay, pelican. You see a pelican
Oh lord.
flying. I don't know. I had the word for it. I don't know what it's called. Flying overhead and circle you, and then fly back. Fip sees this, plain as day. Nice looking pelican, big beak.
Do we make anything of it?
He flies back. He
Are
goes
we-
back to the
wait.
party.
Are we being watched?
You can, yeah. You
I
can-
get that.
you can
feeling.
gather,
I
just
mean-
the
I mean,
magic
I
users
just
can
saw a
clearly
bird,
gather.
Like literally come at me.
It's a familiar.
Um,
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right,
it's a seagull, but the way it reacted did the exact same
It's a
thing as
seagull.
what Fip did. So Fip,
These guys have.
But they
eyes
couldn't
on,
see Fip.
so-
right? They couldn't see
Alright,
Fip,
they
but
know- if they know we're here, let's
You mean
stop
a
it.
royal albatross? A southern royal albatross?
albatross. That's the one I was looking for. That's the one.
Albatross.
But we'll call
That's
it.
a big bird.
It is a big bird, but too late. It's pelican now.
It's a
It's a pelican. It
That's
sounds
a lot
Too late.
less
It's a pelican now.
Got like a. Well,
So
I think they know we're coming.
you see the group coming towards you, and you can tell. Looks like they are wearing. Most of them are wearing robes as they're
They're cultists.
walking your
Maybe
way,
they're just
and
traveler-
the leader
travelers
raises
like
his
us.
hand
okay.
and starts walking towards you. As you get, you guys walking towards them.
Yeah, sure. I'll.
You start to
Cow
make
them or
out.
whatever.
You start to make out that they are.
Flame on.
The guy in the front is an old Yuan-Ti. He kind of looks like a little bit Voldemort, but not quite the end Voldemort. You know, he's like sort of in the transition.
Yeah, he's in that
transition.
middle
He's in the
Voldemort
transmission.
phase.
All too much
in the
car talk.
transmission.
Going from first to second gear.
He's got like a little braided white beard down here,
Okay.
and it is Volcus. You're the wizard leader of South Shore.
Oh, okay.
And he is there along with, you see, it looks like he's got 4 other wizards with him. There are 2 of the South Shore Town guards as well. The 2 guards that have swords, they have a couple bodies slung over their shoulders. Looks like 1 other guard and 1 other robed figure. You also see a large brown bear, and you see a deer. And they're
Oh,
walking
snap!
this way.
They got him.
And Vulcus nods to you and says, "How are you?"
We're doing great. They wouldn't tell us where you guys went, but we
Uh,
assumed where you went.
As
Do we
you,
see Tova with him?
Wait a
yeah, Tova's there. She's with them. As you get closer to them, as you're walking towards them,
Yeah.
you just feel good. You just get this feeling, you've felt it before, of like, man, it feels all right. You just got a good middle of the day nap. You can accomplish you can beat the world if you want to. You just get that feeling.
Did you guys take out Raoul?
Oh, no, Raul's fine. The deer is goes over there and like kicks Vulcus. Vulcus looks down. He kind of does all right and works on a spell. He grabs a couple little trinkets and pine needles and things out of his bag. I don't remember the components for the spell, but I'm off the top of my head. Throws them and tosses them in the air, and a shimmer works down Shiro's body. And then he goes and starts grabbing some more trinkets. And as soon as the shimmer goes over him, the deer looks at you, Shiro, and he says, "Did you spoke with Bartok?
We're on our way to.
They're
go see
they're
him
safe. You haven't
Who?
you spoke with him.
now. No, we haven't.
We're on our way
Why?
there.
Fools!"
We're on our way there now.
And then
no,
and then
what?
Vulcus is still working. He's almost got the spell done. He says, "I'm gonna go back to Lenzerus," and he says, "In the bag, get it." And then the spell, he throws the components out, and the shimmer goes down Vulcus. And then Lenzerus is back. Did you you've been to South Shore? His tone kind of changes.
Yeah.
And
We were just there. That's where we're coming from.
have you seen my tower recently?
Yeah. Well, last time we saw it, it was not floating anymore.
Understood.
It was burned. It was destroyed. A lot of it was destroyed and gone through.
Yep.
They can't hear me talk. Well, I guess they can,
Yeah,
but I can't understand them.
only Shiro and Lenzerus can understand this,
Yeah.
and Vulcus now. Lenzerus says, "Well, I'd appreciate if you would accompany me back to South Shore."
Okay.
Why not? Yeah, why not at this point? You don't sound too
What do I
enthused.
make of the feeling?
Roll me an insight.
The feeling that you said that I had.
Oh, this feeling you felt it before. You felt it whenever you were in Raoul's forest. It's a lot
You
more.
had the same feeling.
It's a lot stronger right now.
Did you say that they're carrying bodies?
Yeah.
Can I see who the bodies are?
You can see one's one of the guard from South Shore, and the other one's one of a Yanti wizard. You don't recognize them.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
So
what do I?
Lenzerus,
I went ahead and rolled
Did you
insight.
Interesting.
the eye from Rao?
Vulcus speaks up and he says, "Don't you worry about that." He kind of grins. And Lenzerus kind of looks at him, kind of with a as much of a sigh of resignation as you can get out of a deer. He says, "Yeah, they got it."
All right.
What?
And you can see that Vulcus has a big pack on him.
Well,
all we gotta
if
do.
we're gonna get back to South Shore, let's head on.
Let's go.
So does anybody know what happened to Ralph?
I don't really care what happened to Raoul. What about Garrick?
Vulcus speak up. He says, "They'll be all right. Something was going on." Actually, roll me. Who was looking at the bodies? Was it Shiro?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception on that.
14.
Okay. You can see that on the soldier, the sword guy, who's over one of the bodies as you kind of glance over. He's got some big scratch marks all across him. Kind of like he got into a big ruckus with an animal. From those scratch marks, you can see a very, very familiar fungus that is sort of starting to sprout out of those claw marks. And you also, with that perception, you notice the guy that is holding this body is really eyeballing the frogman.
So, I see you had a run-in with the gnomes, huh?
Gnomes or whatever they were. That forest was having problems when we showed up. It's better that, probably best that Raoul's not there anymore anyway. Wherever he is.
Oh, they got pushed out of the forest.
They are now.
What about the spiders?
Oh yeah, we dealt with some of them too,
Were they fighting the fungus? Or...
among other things.
Among Us. All right. Well, I guess let's turn around and head back.
Volkus says, let's go. We got
All right.
things to do.
As we're walking, so Lindrus, what made you change your mind? Finally start doing something.
Lenzra shakes his head and just kind of mutters under his deer breath.
His deer breath.
Oh gosh.
Says, I don't know, why can't you listen? He kind of stumbled along.
Do you know how to change him back? Talking to the beard guy.
Volkus.
Okay.
Oh, change him back to old wizard.
Yeah.
That's a magic beyond mine. But potentially now we can try. I'm up for
Well, you can
anything.
do that, so.
We can try.
All you need is a cleric. Don't ask your sea god for help.
He kind of glares at you.
Our-
You're
our-
about to see the power of Adro.
Our
I swear, if this
mushroom
stuff
covered
comes off-
frogman
I swear.
has some bad encounters with her.
If that stuff comes off of him, I'm gonna be mad.
If that stuff comes.
With our group's encounter of her, she just made him look really gross.
Rough. Yeah,
It's-
he's had a
you
rough
mean
time.
you mean Alicia, the siren out at the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, yes, of course. We had dealings with her. We trade. We have agreements.
All right.
Just have to
Well,
know
She
how
doesn't
to
like
deal with her.
frogs.
she doesn't like frogs.
Maybe the frog's too weak.
Maybe.
Oh, therefore
Frog
she's
is too
racist.
weak.
Why are we turning around?
We're
Because
gonna
they asked for help.
escort Lindrus and
Yeah.
this group back to South Shore.
I look
Yeah.
at the bodies they're carrying, and I'm just sort of wondering, why are we doing? Why are we escorting people?
That's what we do.
You saying this? You saying this out loud, or are you kind of whispering? it to them?
I'll think about it. I'm like, what? Are we sure they need it?
It's well, yeah. If you're not gonna say anything, then there's no point in explaining it. But we'll go back. We're not that far away, anyways.
Maybe only about 3 hours out.
Yeah.
All right.
You make the trek south. You've got an hour of animal talking, and Maris kind of fills you in a little bit, Shiro, as you're walking, because she kind of mutters off to the side, knowing you have it. Tries to get between you and Volkus, kind of whispers to you that that's this fungus was attacking the forest, and they I don't know what happened. There was a bit of calm when you guys left. Everything was calm, and then this stuff showed up, and we were doing every night. The stuff would show up, only a couple nights, but fighting the stuff, and then this group of wizards came in. We know them well, to save me, and they were a bit harsh, more harsh than probably we needed to be, but we're back.
Well, Raoul needed a good beating.
He didn't deserve what he got.
So they were caught off guard by this attack, or
You can't hear this. This is
Oh,
this
I
is
thought you
in
were-
Bear Toshiro speak.
This is so. Oh,
All you hear is him growling or her growling and grunting.
We should have
I'm
just
like, what are they
lit the whole place on fire. Those mushrooms don't like light or heat.
It's too late now.
All right. Well,
Where?
Okay.
What was? When was the last time you saw Rao?
Just during the fight,
What was happening to him? Do you know?
she kind of glances over at Volkus. Volkus is listening intently and doesn't say anything.
We'll
I
speak
can
for it.
understand. I can understand Shiro, right?
He's speaking bear to
I think
him.
he's speaking bear.
I think
to,
it's. Oh, is he? Or is he just speaking and they can understand it because of the magic?
I'm not sure how it works, actually. Yeah, we'll say you're talking normal, but so yeah.
I said I'm less worried about Garrick than Raoul. I mean, I'm less worried about Raoul than Garrick. What happened to Garrick?
What happened
Garrick
to
was
Garrick? Do you know?
The true nicer one of the two, it seemed.
Knowing Garrick, he probably went down with Rao. If anything, is my guess.
He says, I don't know if they're still alive.
We'll find out eventually.
All
I
right.
get the feeling they are.
But for now, we need to get you two back to South Shore and hopefully find a way to fix what happened.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay, you make it through the gates, the invisible city. You cross the threshold, and there's the town. And as you make your way to the front gate, the guards snap to attention as they see Volkus running up, or walking up, and they get to the inn, and Volkus says, "Thank you for the escort. Well, you can stay here if you want. We'll pay for your rooms for the night, but we've got important business."
Why did... He says that, and I'm like, why did you even bother asking us to come?
I look at the
back
rest of the
with
party
you?
with an "I told you so" look.
Volkus says, "I never invited you along." He did. He points to the deer.
Listen, Volkus. We're all in this together now. I mean, you might as well include us.
You're
What
welcome
do
to
you got
join.
going on?
It's
Join in the tower?
we're finally going to be. We will no longer be the invisible city. It's time we show our strength.
'Cause you have two
Hang
of
on a
these
second.
orbs now.
Yeah.
Two of these orbs, and we have
Two of
a
these eyes.
our chains are off.
Oh
does that
no.
He looks down at the deer, smirks a little bit.
You have an issue with Linzerus?
No, he doesn't have an issue with Lindrens. What?
He says, "Linzers has held us on a tight leash.
He kept you in chains. He kept you from unleashing your power on the world.
Well, he just kept us hidden, and I think we forged some alliances. We
He kept
gained.
you from doing something stupid, is what he did.
We thank him for what he's done is great, but it's time that we move on from now on. We've got more power. We have the strength
like
to.
You're
Do you
gonna be
plan on
Stand
just
up.
taking over this island, or looking for other shores to?
No, there's no need
settle.
to conquer anything. We're just no longer going to be hiding in the shadows.
As
Interesting.
long
need
as
it.
you're okay with
What are you doing?
sharing
What
this island with the people, with the halflings on the other side.
and the lizard folk.
and the
What are you
lizard
gonna
folk.
do with Linzerus and Maris?
They're welcome to stay here.
What am I getting from this guy? Is he looking to take over more than he lets on?
Roll an insight check.
Yes. One.
Natural one.
Maybe he might just be a.
Stupid dice.
Maybe he's just a power hungry snake man.
Of course he's a power hungry snake man. You listen to the way he's talking.
He's talking. Well, your passive insight is enough to tell you he's just very confident.
Oh man.
It's like
So-
he's been.
As long as your end goal is peace on this island, I'm right behind you.
Oh, for sure.
We can clear out Ballas. We can clear out Alzira.
Sounds
Make
good.
this land whole again.
I can get behind that.
All I
Okay.
ask is maybe you help me settle some feuds I have with the Empire that are here.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I think right now we need to make double time since we doubled back for nothing. We need to go speak with Bartog. Alright.
They all start walking down the road. They are escorting the deer and the bear as well. And they make their way around the bend. You guys are standing in front of the inn. Haggis is standing there. Old lady Haggis. She waves to you. Back
Waved her
already?
away.
Oh, Haggis.
She's a nice lady.
You like this place,
We
don't
gotta
you?
go.
Oh, okay. She's
Yeah,
still.
we gotta go.
She's been 6 hours. She's still sweeping the doorstep.
That
it
doorstep
clean?
real dirty.
It's real clean now. It's got that salty ocean air. You know, it's corroding the.
Looks like
Sand.
the end of a Pine Sol commercial. It's got like a little sheen on it. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay. As you start turning around, and you start making it back, you see Tova show up. She was along with you guys, with the whole
Yeah.
group. And she comes up behind and kind of tugs on you, Finn, and
Okay.
says, you can't leave yet. We gotta help Maris.
What are we supposed to do?
I can't talk to her, but she is adamant about something, and maybe we can figure something out. But she needs something.
Okay, yeah, just like
Just
You can't- you-
just give me the night, and I'll see if I can figure out what she needs.
okay.
Maybe you can go talk to her. Maybe you can talk to her.
No,
We gotta
we
get her
can't
away
talk to
from.
her.
We gotta get her away
Jack
from.
can talk to her.
Yeah, Jack can speak with animals.
Is this being said loudly or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey,
Jack can speak with animals.
I can speak with
It's like,
animals.
yeah, I can.
That's true. I can.
We
do
weren't hiding
Like,
it
I
from you.
can.
Can you send a message
Send a message.
could.
Yeah.
magically?
I mean, yeah.
Where do you want to send a message to? We can't do long distance messaging.
She says
We don't have aim.
we need to see what there's something is wrong.
Yes.
I can feel
Yeah.
it with my
Yeah.
eyes.
Lots of things are wrong.
And just give me a bit, and just don't leave yet. If you do, come back. I gotta figure this out.
We've got. We can stay till the morning, and that's all we can spare right now.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Let's go talk to
We need to figure out what they're gonna do with Maris and Linzerus.
Hey, what about the sword? Did we get the sword back?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
sword?
Here's Katana a while back.
Oh yeah, we got that back last time.
Alright.
All right. We'll stay at the inn overnight.
Let's go talk to Maris first.
Yeah, can't we talk? Can we talk to her right now? They're not that far away from us.
They're being watched. I don't think we can. You can try.
He said they're free to do whatever they want, basically, right?
Those they're being watched pretty closely.
What
So-
happened in the forest?
We got there. Maris told me before we left that we need to get, well, in a number of words, we got to get her out. And I got back here and I filled Vulcus in with what's happening, and all about Lenzerus, and he immediately assembled a group, and I joined up, and we set straight out. When we got there at night, and there was some sort of she looked at the frogman.
Yeah, of course.
What about me?
That
No
was everywhere. It was
No problem,
invading.
you.
It was all over. It was just like a blue glow all over. And it was in the forest. We were just, as far as I know, we were just going there to talk. But as soon as we stepped in, Vulcus and everyone started blasting everything. from fungus gnomes and spiders and rowl and bears, all the animals. It was a slaughter.
How did Raoul not fight back more?
He was already fighting. He was in the middle of fighting these fungus things, and there was spiders all over. Everything was.
I wonder
mad.
how long that went for.
And I don't know what. It's my job to get them free, so I ran over, freed them, got out. I don't know anything about the artifact. He just had it when we got out. So I don't know what happened with Raoul and Garrick.
They're somewhere.
Well, without that artifact, they're fighting these fungus. If they're still alive, that is. They're fighting this fungus and those spiders with no power.
I've tried to communicate with Maris and Lenzers, but I haven't gotten very far. But I know something's wrong.
You can't. Dang. Okay.
So I have a question. Who's allowed to see Maris right now?
I don't know. You can try to go talk.
Could you get him in there to be a translator?
I can
If
try.
he speaks with animals, he should be the only one that could understand the animal.
Can I send Fip to follow those people that the other people that left?
A little ways down the road, but you can.
Okay, I send him to follow and just tell me like, what's if they go anywhere weird or if they say anything weird if he is close enough to hear.
Okay. So you make sure they make their way down the main road, which kind of curves along the coast, and then there's a plateau sort of in the middle of bluff, really in the middle of the town, where there's a fort on top of. In the middle of that fort, you can see a couple spires from a wizard's tower within that fort. They make the turn to go up the bluff and into the fort. The main guards snap to attention and nod, open the gate, and Vulcus and the other folks go in along with the bear and the deer. Fip's just bouncing along behind them. As soon as are you controlling him or is he just gonna follow?
I just told him to follow him and like wherever they're going, and every now and then I might look in, but I'm not right now. But just him, I want him to stay in the air. Just keep an eye on him from above.
Okay. Whenever what's your orders? Just follow.
Follow and see if they like go anywhere weird, and if they say anything weird. I guess he would alert me if they get out of vision. So if the fort has a roof, he would tell me.
Okay. So Fip's gone a while. I'll explain what happens whenever he comes back. Because he's out of your range.
Okay.
Mara says, I'll try to see if I can get to him. And
Yeah. We'll stay overnight.
Okay.
Meet us in the morning.
And she makes her way back the way she came.
Okay.
Fip comes back a little while later. And he explains all that. He followed him up the road into the fort. As soon as he was flying over, and as soon as he got very close to the fort, it was clear he was no longer invisible. And so he tried to stay out.
Was he seen? I asked him if he was seen, if he thinks he was seen.
I think so.
Did he go back invisible immediately?
I was never not visible. I was always invisible.
In this town?
It's.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear him talking about this?
Wait, so he's been visible the whole time and I never noticed it?
He's been invisible this whole time. He was invisible over the fort. He's always invisible, right?
Right. Yeah, he stays that way.
Somebody saw it. He was invisible. They were looking right at him.
Somebody saw him.
Oh.
Yeah, like if I can hear him talking to this bird.
I think he's
talking
mental.
telepath.
Oh, it's in the mind. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they saw me, so I stayed out, but it caused a little ruckus.
Okay, I tell him good job, Fip. Good instincts.
Did great.
Okay, I guess we're staying at the inn overnight.
Okay.
Wait. Is Haggis up?
Yeah, she's there, cleaning some tables.
I say, hey, I need to make some money. Give me something to do.
Well, there's not a lot to do around here. You can maybe clean up the stock room for maybe a silver piece.
I'll do it.
As soon as can I get somewhere where I can talk to Shiro alone?
Yeah,
The
you
rest of
guys
the party can be there.
you
Just-
guys are in the tavern right now. There's an upstairs inn. She leads Jack back to the back room where all the kegs and the glasses and all that are, and sort of shows you around. It's sort of a kitchen of a tavern. There's a lot of kegs and
Okay.
there's a lot of nasty. The floor's gross, and she
Well, let
hands
me
you
ask
a
you-
bucket and a rag, and there you go.
Have,
I
have fun,
take it.
Jack.
And I will clean whatever needs to be cleaned.
Okay.
Or
Did
do.
I notice the shift in demeanor from the deer in between the time when the dude cast the thing on Shiro and cast it on himself?
Give me an insight from a long time ago.
Yeah,
Alright.
an insight from real.
Inside from a long time ago, coming up. 16.
Yeah, so he's a deer, and he was pretty emotional, frantic, stomping around, waving his head around, all kinds of deer motions. And as soon as that shimmer went down Volkas's body, he was no longer emotional.
I'm gonna ask Shiro about it. Are we where other people can hear us right now?
You're in the room, just one room. There's 5 beds in there. Just one big
Shiro,
room, one small room with 5 beds.
what did that deer say to you before the spell was cast on that other guy?
He was asking you whether
He was just
you had talked to
asking
Bartok.
if we had talked to Bartok.
He seemed
David, think of where your microphone is.
he seemed pretty upset, I guess, for a deer.
Yeah.
Do you know
gets that way.
why?
I guess he really wanted us to get to Bartok.
But then why did his demeanor change completely once the other guy could understand him?
I think there's some things that he doesn't want the auntie to know.
Then shouldn't we be going to see this Bartok?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing first thing in the morning. But
Alright.
Tova seems pretty frantic about getting some information from Maris that we need.
Isn't Jack supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I'm
Isn't
out there.
Jack
Right?
cleaning a storeroom right now?
We can't get Maris alone, or yeah. Maris
Right,
alone.
they went into the fort down the road there.
Tova's trying to find a way to get us a chance to speak with Maris.
I could,
So man, I'm making money.
well, I could in theory get in and out, but it would be very loud.
Oh, God.
And I'd have to know exactly where I was going, so...
Are you guys talking near me?
We're in the room. I don't know if you're in
Okay.
the room, that's fine.
Like, magic, using magic to get anything significant done here isn't really gonna work.
No.
Yeah,
That
Chip
fort
said
is,
he could be seen.
huh?
Chip said people were looking at him even though he was invisible.
That's not surprising. I mean, the entire city is
They
invisible.
seem to have
They
a lot
probably,
of wards up.
yeah, they probably have a really easy way to see invisibility at this point.
And trust me, you don't want to piss anyone off here. You don't want to get sent to the Kraken.
Yeah.
The
We-
Kraken.
We watched a guy, first time we came here, we watched a guy get put on a boat, sent out to sea, and then eaten by a giant octopus.
Okay, so how important is it that we talk to Maris then?
From
pretty
Tova's,
important.
It's pretty important, but we'll see
Important
what
enough
she can do.
for us to risk some things? Or are we just going to let her see if she can get him out? And if
We're
not,
gonna-
then too
We're gonna
bad.
wait and
I don't think
We're
it's
not-
worth the risk
Yeah.
for us to do anything.
we're not storming
Because
that fort.
Everyone
matter what we
here
do,
has
yeah.
super powerful magic. And
Yeah.
All right.
We
Well,
couldn't
I
beat
guess we'll just sit
Raoul.
here then.
We couldn't beat Raoul, and they beat Raoul. And they have multiple people,
They beat
strong
Raoul.
enough.
He has an Eye of Taurus.
and now they have 2. So, like, if you want to run up there and try to be the hero, be my guest. We'll scrape you off the floor tomorrow morning.
And what do you mean by getting the in and out? What would you do?
Well, I can teleport and take one person with me, but like I said, it's real loud.
Gonna take Jack, in there real loud to talk for
Yeah,
seconds.
like
Well,
it's
the idea would be I would go in and then come out with the bear.
You can take a bear with you.
Can take a willing creature.
I don't think that's
Oh man, I wish
get
I
the
was
idea,
there.
but I don't think we could get out of town with
Yeah.
her.
Okay, I believe you.
We've seen
the guard here are stronger than
just
normal.
just knowing that they were able to take down Ral and Garrick is a frightening.
Even if they were already fighting, it's impressive that they were able to get in and out.
Yeah,
All
we've
right,
seen
so-
Garrick last days against zombie bone,
And he's not even the strong one.
and he's not even the leader.
All right, just trying to gauge how important this is.
Rao
Since we
can turn
doubled
into a rock.
a rock,
Yeah,
like a
Like a big bird,
a
not
bird,
a.
like a
or
bird.
rock?
like a bird.
Like-
bird or
like
a
a
stone?
He can
Like
he can turn into elementals.
Like a 25-foot tall legendary bird. Yeah.
I think we might be missing something here then.
Yeah, where they were already in a fight
Don't
and
get
got
me
caught off
wrong,
guard.
I would love to be able to get Linzerus back to normal, get Maris back to normal, and find out what's going on. But if we try that right now, I don't think there's any way that we're getting
If
out
we
of here
try
alive.
that right now, a lot of work goes down the drain.
All right.
All's
We'll
we
take your word for it.
the takeaways from right now is Linzerus and Maris are away from Ral, which is good. Hopefully, they'll restore Linzerus and Maris to their former glory.
I would say that by that demeanor that he had, that's probably not
wait.
gonna happen. But
I don't
maybe
what
think
happens
Maris.
they
if-
might do Maris, but I doubt Linzerus. It's sounding like Linzerus gave them this eye to hide them away, but didn't tell them how to use it.
And now they've got another one.
And now they have another one, and maybe they'll study it. I don't know, but it from what what's his name?
Volcus.
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 From what Volcus was saying, it seems like Linzerus was keeping them in check from
Wait a minute. What if Rao comes
Taking over.
here?
I don't
We
think
could
Rao's gonna
destroy
come
this-
here.
We could destroy this place in like a snap.
No, he can't.
Legendary.
Not anymore. If they took that thing from him.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he's powerful. He's not that powerful. Not without it, at
we
least.
need to find out why Linzerus wanted us to talk to Bartok.
Yeah, we're
As
only
much as
staying for the
as
night.
much as Lingerus just infuriates me with his isolationism ideals, he
It's a quarantine,
he
dude.
is an extremely powerful person, and
Just not powerful enough to not be a deer.
Listen, we're not gonna explain the whole backstory right now.
All right, all right.
I mean, I'll tell you. Look, him and his we told you about the group, right? That
yes,
with Alzira and they were all together.
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, whenever they found these eyes, they had a dwarven barbarian with them that had he was the first one to touch the eye, is my understanding, and he went crazy. Linzerus wanted to get the eyes away from everyone, and I would guess just put him in a hole and never speak of him again. But Alzira wants to use him for power. Rao, at first it seemed like Rao wanted to do the same as Linzerus, kind of, or just use him to make the world a little better with greenery. But
Greenery. He wanted to open a nursery.
but
Yeah.
I think the more time I think Linzerus might be right. The more time he spent with the eye, the more corrupt he became. And I think Linzerus, I don't think he really used them much except to hide this place and to make a floating castle. I don't think
Maintain things.
Yeah, I don't think he used them on anything else like Rao was, using them to fix bodies, and Alzira clearly building an army of the dead. That skewed her mind.
So what's our goal in all this?
Our goal is to take out Ballast. That's our current goal, but that's
Take
a
out
little.
Ballast, get me and
We're hoping by
Finn's
taking out
back.
Ballast, we'll solve that problem.
Uh,
To
we
try to
need
get Lindris back, Lindris and Maris back.
we really need to get Lindris back. Like, I was with Bartok for a while, and I think there's a lot of mutual respect between him and Lindris, and I think that's the right move to go see him.
But
Alright, we'll wait the night, see if we can
Yeah.
get to talk to Maris, and if not, we're headed out.
yeah, the only reason we're staying is because we trust Toba, and we trust Maris, and we trust Lindris to a degree.
I trusted Ralph for a long time, but he sent me to hell to find Lindris, only to stab him in the chest and turn him into a deer.
That seems like a mean thing to do.
Yes, that's putting it lightly. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was slightly mean. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was definitely at least a 3.
Raoul was a dog, remember? Just his
Yeah,
6
Yeah,
years.
Lindris turned Raoul into a dog for a long time out of spite.
But
Seems
Lindris
like maybe
also
they have their
blames
own thing going on.
Lindris
they do.
also blames Ralph for getting Maris trapped in hell for years.
Lindris is just a
until we
curmudgeon.
found her.
All right. Well, what time is it now? Jeez.
It's only 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Dark.
Have we
Oh,
heard
okay,
This
dark.
from
conversation didn't take 7 hours. There.
I know, but like,
It probably, I mean,
what time did we leave in the
game
morning?
time.
We left for 3 hours. We came
We
back.
didn't really leave in the morning. It was like around noon when you left. So you got back around we'll say 6, and it's been about 4 hours of just sort of
Is
drinking,
that storeroom clean yet?
sitting in the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Jack finally comes back. He gets his shift.
It's like, I'm
We
done,
get the
guys.
silver.
Yeah. Haggis gives you a silver. Actually, Haggis wouldn't give the barkeep, which Ivan's his name. He'll give you a silver piece.
And I say, Ivan, if there's anything you need done, let me know.
What?
I'll do it for the right price.
Well, you probably get.
You sound like a crack addict.
But they always need money, or they always need help down at the docks. And they may mostly be out there by now, but you can get there and maybe get some help them out there.
Well, if you want to stay in town and play fisherman while we go talk to.
He says, thank you for the service. This is barkeep, bald guy, goatee, human. Says, I can eat off that floor.
Here, I'll go
it
down
took
with
a while,
Finn.
but it was
Oh,
worth
Jack.
it.
It's
I'll
worth
head
that one
back
silver.
now, but thanks. Yeah,
By the way, the
it's
room
silver.
cost a silver.
They had it for us tonight.
Yeah,
They said they'd cover
Yeah,
room's covered
Yeah.
for the night.
All right.
great.
Okay, well, we're sitting here, like, waiting to hear from Tova. I'm going to get that sending stone out and give it a listen. See if I hear anything.
It's all quiet.
All right. We take our rest, our short 8-hour rest.
Okay. Hold on before you get the 8 hour rest. Actually, I guess it's been 8 hours because you went in there around. So you get your 8 hour rest, so you can do your heal thing if you need.
Yeah,
if you need to.
whatever. I don't. Yeah. We did a little
Around
rest before-
middle of the night,
Yeah, we did.
early morning, there's a knock at the door.
Okay.
You going to
Go
check
down
it?
there. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
at your room door.
Oh, at my room
Oh,
door.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I answer it.
Okay.
How
It's
m-
Tova.
Oh, okay, Jack. Okay.
So you open it up and there's a bear.
I woke up early, so I answer it.
Open it up and there's 20 guys, one guy stabbing Eric.
It's a rough life. I didn't hear him come up the stairs, break into my room.
So Tova comes in, and she says, they're in the castle. They're in the keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna let anyone in. They say they're free to go, but Lenzerus for sure is locked away comfortably. Maris, we might be able to sneak her out. She might be able to sneak out on her own. I don't know. She's a big bear now. But anyway, I was able to sort of talk with her, communicate as much as I can. And the only thing I really managed to get out of her is the word Atan. Atan.
Atan.
Um,
Atan.
It's this is with I did the best I can. But I think it's a person here. I remember an Atan came in weeks ago. In fact, he's the only stories of this, but the only like I guess visitor here other than you guys that
yeah.
came through.
We've
That's
heard of
what
him.
there was a lot of
with
commotion.
the cabbage?
There was a lot of commotion about it from in the tower when I came back in. About you guys and about this other guy that came in.
Cabbages.
My cabbage. Okay.
Cabbages.
Cabbages.
What are you talking about?
They didn't-
There was a guy that was pushing a cart with cabbages. That was the other guy, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then we're
Wasn't he
referencing
at
something else.
Like the church or the monastery?
I tried asking one of the others, and they said no one's really seen him since he came in. He hasn't left, as far as anyone knows.
Can you cast speak with animals on someone else?
I think it's self.
Question. I think I can.
I don't know why we didn't think of this earlier. If he can just cast it on her, and she can book it in there.
Oh yeah, only I can understand it.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
We have to find a scroll.
DM is calling
Glad
down
we
from
don't have
above.
that ring.
Yeah,
Huh?
where is that ring?
We had it.
Yuri
What
had
happened
it.
to that ring?
Oh, right. Okay, Yuri had it. Yeah.
Oh, it's on his body. We just
Yeah.
need to go back down there and like. We want to spend 2 weeks going back down there and
Where
taking a
was
finger
that?
off his rotted finger, off his rotted corpse.
Is that a different plane or something?
No, huh?
Just
No,
down,
that
in
was
the
just
down
Underdark.
in the Underdark,
Oh,
way down
okay.
there.
Oh god.
Way down.
Way.
Way down we go.
So
All right.
She said that's. I mean, I spent hours. Well, first I tried to get in there, alone with her. They're keeping. It seems like there's always someone watching her. I don't think they trust her and Lenzerus. I think is what the problem is.
Okay, we got a name. We'll see what we can do. We'll go talk to Bartok. We'll ask him about this guy, and if not, we'll see what we can find out for right now. But we're gonna be out of the town for a while, and unless you got some way to communicate with us, you got some sending stones, something like that.
We still have a sending stone that they gave us.
We have. Oh, we do, don't we?
She said,
Do we?
Rogue found another one, but they gave me a sending stone whenever we left a while back so we could communicate with them. But we were out of range.
That will go to everyone though.
Yeah.
If you use the
Well-
one that Volcus gave you.
Yeah. Unless you have some way to communicate with us, we're just gonna be out of pocket for a little while.
She looks a little disappointed.
Look, talk to Shikajla. She was able to send a message to Maris.
I don't think Shikajla
She's-
can to
she's
talk
been
to you while
Yeah.
you're away. Okay.
She was able to send a message to Maris, so hopefully she'll be able to send one to us.
Okay. I'll
We can go with you to talk to her.
Okay. We can try.
Okay. What time in the morning? It's real early,
It's
right?
like 4 in the morning. Yeah.
Oh,
Four?
well.
We got our
We
rest
gotta-
though.
Yeah, we gotta wait a little while
What?
Um,
Why?
before we can go talk, because no one's awake at 4 in the morning.
Oh, I thought you meant just to like take off. We could,
No,
like, get a head start.
The leader of the town isn't like hanging out in the town hall
Do you-
24/7.
Tova, do you have any ideas of how we could get to Maris to talk to her? Jack can speak to her. If you can
Can we
get
just go ask to see her?
We can get her out. If we can get her out here and out of the town,
Well, why couldn't we just go in there? And
they
say
don't
we're
let anyone in
visitors?
there.
Yeah, that's the problem. They won't let anyone in.
I
I
can
mean,
s-
we could just
I
ask.
could sneak in, but
Did
Can-
you get in, Tova?
I can go in and out. I'm
Yeah.
a member of the tower.
Could
you
you
take-
escort Jack?
I don't know if
Would they let me in there?
they might. I don't know. I can try.
Uh,
So Tova, brief background note. She went missing when she was like 13 years old, a long time ago, and then she was in hell. You guys rescued her, so she's basically a teenager, a 13-year-old teenager in a 19-year-old wizard body. So she's
Interesting.
very young at heart.
Oh,
At
she's
heart.
that.
Years of torture. It doesn't change it at
Yeah,
all.
13-year-old tortured for 6 years. Now she's out.
Do you think it
I don't know.
would be possible to just go and say, "Hey, I just wanted to take my friend here to go see our other mutual friend, just to say hi. Haven't talked in a bit."
You can try. There's a lot happening there now. It's very busy. Even,
Maybe
Well,
take a face.
even
man
now,
with
that's
you.
how I was able to. Usually, they don't like us going out alone. I was able to get by though, because people are occupied.
Hey Finn.
Okay, yeah. What?
You can look like her.
Like,
but I don't know-
yeah, but I
you
can't
wouldn't
speak
be
with
able.
animals.
Yeah, that's the problem. You wouldn't be able to talk to her. But
Did you
could-
say that out loud?
I said. I
Yeah,
say
I mean,
that.
he
Yeah,
did.
I say. Yeah, I.
Okay.
What
yeah,
if-
I say,
What if
She's-
we had?
She says you got to be careful what magic, what you do in there.
It's not magic.
I thought that was one of the things they couldn't detect.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
she
not.
doesn't know that he's a
She doesn't know
changeling,
that. She just she said you can
She-
look like.
Oh, she says
assumes-
that.
She's a wizard.
Well,
she
I say,
assumes.
I'm like, that's no. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, isn't
What
it,
if-
Jack?
Finn, what if you went in looking
He
like,
doesn't know I'm a changeling either. I don't think.
like
I
the
just
leader?
know you can change.
Yeah, because you well, whenever you died in Phoenix and all that, didn't you?
You look like a changeling.
Yeah, I don't think.
You look like
I don't
your
remember
true
Jack saw that
self.
or not.
Oh no,
I
everyone
can't remember.
in the normal group knows.
Yeah.
Like
You guys know Isaac doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
only Isaac doesn't know.
Yeah.
They know I can change. They don't necessarily know what I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I know he changes and whatnot.
I mean, yeah, we can try whatever. Like, yes, I can change my look, and it's not a magical effect.
Tova,
Yes.
do you know if there's a way to disable the things that look for magic?
I don't know where they keep that.
Okay.
There's a main tower and there's a lot of things in there that we're not allowed to see.
All right. Well, I got no other ideas other than to just go say, "Hey, could we talk to Maris for a minute and see what they say?"
I don't know about you, but that sounds like a great idea to me.
We've done a lot for this town. We could just demand that we get to see her.
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna
Perhaps.
work out, but yeah, we could do that.
Perhaps.
We can ask.
I think maybe just Jack and either myself or Finn goes as a face man.
Yeah.
Me and Jack and Toba can go see if we can get in.
Do it. Just go
Okay.
ask.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are nice.
The world's most optimistic warlock.
She said, "Me? No, they'll ask questions if they see me out alone. I have to sneak back in."
Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm-
even then should be fine. They know you guys, right?
Yeah, we can go. Just me and Jack can go and see if we can get in.
Yeah.
You can just remember to tell them that they said she was free, right?
All right, we'll go.
Let's go.
Right now?
Well,
Oh.
not right this minute because it's 4 in the morning, but like at 7 in the morning, we'll go try it out.
Okay.
Or whenever they.
Whenever the sun comes up.
She
Yeah,
says
whatever
that, go. The most busy is right at dawn,
Don't.
twilight.
Okay.
Boats
So,
are
like-
coming in. A lot of commotion out there. Might be.
Okay, we'll
if you're
do that.
looking for that. Okay.
All
She
right.
Takes off.
Let's go.
All right, so at twilight, however
Okay.
long that takes. An
Okay.
hour.
We'll say 5:30.
Yeah.
Twilight.
Okay.
You can just see the hint of the blueness of the sky.
Yeah. All right. We'll go.
Busy time.
You hear a couple seagulls
See?
cawing. You make your way out outside the inn. Haggis is still there. She sleeps like
Oh,
she's like
man.
old lady. She sleeps like 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
She waves to you. No breakfast.
No breakfast. We got business to take care of.
She
this
follows
way.
you outside, starts sweeping the doorstep. And
Her eternal job, just a real true NPC.
there's not a lot of visitors in this town. You guys make your way through
I give her a silver piece for her
Oh.
hard work.
a silver piece.
Oh, give me that.
Yep.
Oh, okay. She takes. She's
How much money you got?
thank you, little.
Little freak.
Says,
I'm a frog man, in case you didn't notice.
okay.
I'm a frog.
And you're yes, you are.
You should,
Yes, you are.
I see him
Good
hand her
job.
that coin, and I say, "You should probably boil that coin."
Just pulls out her
Get
bottle
it,
of
Finn.
Germex and
Yeah. Kills
Um,
99.9%.
As they leave, I ask her before they leave. I ask Shiro, I was like, "Is there somewhere where I could go sell some things to make a little money? I have none."
Yeah, there's a market down
Oh,
by this
All
by the
right.
shore.
So I'll follow them out when they leave, and I'll go to the market instead of where they're going.
Okay.
You guys
I'll
in a
go.
bit.
I'm gonna go with Rook.
Okay. At this time, as they're going, the market is getting set up right now. There's a lot of commotion in town right now because the boats, if you guys remember correctly, the boats only fish at night, and then they come in at dawn. So
Yeah,
all
right.
the docks are there's a lot going on there. Some things are getting moved to the market. There's fish getting sold, and all the other supplies. The merchants are bringing their things out to set up shop there. You guys follow around. You go through the market, and you make your way to the castle. What do you want to do?
I guess we'll
Alright, let's
get up to
try
the
it.
gate of the castle.
Okay. At the gate, you see a couple of human guards.
Just normal human guards.
Human guards. They see you, and they say yes.
Just walk in like you own the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
We're here to speak with Maris.
No one's allowed. No visitors.
From what Volka said, she's free to do what she wants.
She can do what she wants.
Well, she wants to talk to us.
I'll just a minute. He goes and opens the gate and runs inside.
Okay.
And a little bit goes by, and you see Lieutenant Elian
Ah,
step
Elian.
out, and he sees you, and he says, "What's all this with Maris?
We're here to talk to her.
About what?
Just want to see her.
About things that are going on.
Who's here? It's
Need to ask her
just
some
Finn
questions.
and Jack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, from what Volka told us yesterday, they're free to go and do what they want.
She's free to do what she wants. It's a tough time right now.
Yeah, I bet it's a tough time right now.
And look, you guys have done me a lot of favors. I'll do you a favor. I will escort you to her, but I will be there with you.
Okay, that's fine.
And maybe just one of you come in.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, who is it?
Jack.
Let's go. So he takes you in. You've never been inside this place before, but you can see that the front, as you go in, just to the front and to the right, is like a big barracks. This is a big stone walls, nice looking fortress. There's a big tower in the back, a big scarred, was one time scarred tower from a fireball, a few of them.
Never heard of that.
Oh, yeah, I
Um,
noticed that, right?
It's a nicely built castle, like it's a very human stone built castle. On the left side of the yard, whatever you want to call it. What do you call the yard of a castle? It's not a prison.
The
Courtyard?
Courtyard. There is a big tower that goes up taller than anything else, and it's a completely different architecture. It's like this is sandstone blocks. You know, the tower is more curvy and minaret like. The only way of getting looks like into that mage tower is across a walkway on the bridge, which actually is where he's leading you. He leads you up some stairs around the ramparts and over to the far left corner and across a bridge which leads into the wizard's tower. And there's a guard there, the guard there, and he says, "We're here to speak with Maris. Step aside." And the wizard guard nods, knowing Elian, and steps aside. Elian leads you in, and it's a very nice looking place. Lots of glass, stained glass kind of stuff. But as soon as you go in, he takes you into a side room, right as soon as you go in, and sets you down and says, "Just a moment, I will be back in a moment with Maris." And so he heads out, and you're just sitting in like a little doctor's waiting room. It's nice looking, but it's a little tiny little room.
Yeah. I'll wait.
What are the market boys doing? Where are you going, David? What are you doing? You hanging out, sleeping?
He's just gonna sleep in.
Avoiding.
No,
the
I
sun.
guess I'll find a little area to practice my fencing, I guess you'd say.
You can sword fight in the room. It's just
I'm
it's just
looking
so
for a
dang bright
place
outside. It's
I'm
disorienting.
looking for a place to sell a dagger that I have and a chain necklace that I have.
Yeah, there's a jeweler merchant and there's a blacksmith that's there, and both the blacksmith is human, the jeweler is Yanti, and they both see you
Okay.
coming, and they're still getting their shop set up, but they see you and, well, what can I do for you?
Is this the blacksmith or the jeweler?
This is the jeweler.
Oh, hello. I've got this chain necklace here. Looking to see if I can get some coin for it.
Is this the one that has the gear and the pick?
No. This is one of the ones that I found on an Empire.
Oh, right.
Daggers.
Okay. She looks it
Can't sell
over.
that,
And,
it's my spellcasting focus.
that's right. She looks it over and you roll a dice here. I had to roll dice all day. Let's see what her how she feels about that. She says, "Oh, looks pretty valuable. Yeah, I can give you 5 silver for that.
Okay, what do I make? I was a jeweler background. What do I think it's worth?
Roll me a d20. What is appraise? Just intelligence?
So,
Appraise isn't a skill anymore, isn't it?
Do you think it'd be insight?
I rolled a 9
no.
plus whatever you want me to.
What's your intelligence?
Appraisal,
How about
5e.
investigation? Does that work? My intelligence is +1, and I am proficient in investigation. So
It depends on what it is.
So
Nature, if it's gems or precious metal.
5 silver seems fair.
I said, oh, all right, I'll take that. Thank you.
She takes
So
it
I
and
sell the crappy necklace for 5 silver. Thank you. Have a good day. And I go over towards the blacksmith.
which dagger is this?
I have 2. I'm going to ask him about both. One of them is just a regular dagger I found, and one is the fancy dagger that we found.
Okay, regular dagger. What does a regular dagger sell for? You want to have those stats on me? Okay, regular dagger. He looks that over and he says, "Oh, it's a dagger.
Yeah.
I can give you 8 silver."
All right, sounds good. What about this one here? What do you make of this one?
He looks
Show
at
him
that
the
one. He
fancy
looks that one over. Says, Says, looks okay. But, I don't know, maybe. I'll give you a gold piece for it.
Can you tell me anything about it?
It's shiny. Looks like it may be made from silver. It's got a bat symbol on it.
Yeah.
You're selling that knife?
I'm asking him about it. I'm asking him to tell me if he knows anything about it. Does he seem to be telling me the truth?
Roll me
as
that
far
insight check.
As far as both price and what he knows about it? Jeez!
Oh no.
Seems fair.
Seems like a great deal.
Alright, well, I think I'll hold on to this one for a while, but I will say this,
So
crappy
I'll
one.
give you 1 gold for it. Just leave it now, and I'll give you a gold for it. Just only now. You come back, it's only back to 8 silver.
I'll hold on to it for now, but thanks for
What'll it take to sell
other-
it? What'll it take you to sell it right now?
better
Oh,
insight roll.
Oh, better.
Wait.
I don't know, I'm just looking to find out more about it, you know? I'm not sure I want to sell it yet. I just want to know more about it.
When you come to your senses, come back here, and I'll get you your 8 silver.
Alright, what's he giving me 8 silver for the other one? Is that what he said?
5 silver for the... Or was it 8 silver for the first one? Yeah, 8 silver for the first one, and
It's
trying
only
to get
8,
8 silver
so I
again.
don't know why I'd sell this one for 8. It's
He offered a
shiny.
gold.
A whole gold.
Okay, so I have 13 silver now. Is
Money
there
bags.
a place around here that I
Looking
asked
for-
the blacksmith? Is
looking
there
for a
somewhere I
coin
can get a quarterstaff?
Oh, quarterstaff. You can see there's a guy that's there's a merchant selling some wooden crafts, and there's a quarterstaff there.
When I
Stick.
look around his thing, does he have like any swords out?
The blacksmith has some swords.
How much are they?
There's all varieties. There's some just sort of ordinary looking short swords. There are a couple very nice looking elven made looking swords. Some scimitars, which sort of stand out from most of his stuff.
Okay. How much are they priced? Or do I need to ask him?
You gotta barter because I gotta look it up.
Oh, hello there again. What do you sell your short swords for? Trying to look through and find my
He's
character.
like,
sheet
let
really
me find the
efficiently.
prices.
He says, short sword for you. He points to kind of one of the ordinary ones. I'll sell it to you for 11 gold.
Okay, well, I'll get back to you on that one. Thanks for your time.
How badly do you need that short sword, Rook?
Not very badly.
Okay.
Blacksmith
I go and look
sees
at the
you,
quarterstaff.
Shiro, and says, I see the fine craftsmanship of your katana there. How do you like it?
It's a good blade. It's
The
not my father's sword, but
tower said it was important business. So, put a lot of effort into that one. I'm rather proud of it.
I thank you for your craftsmanship.
Only one blacksmith in the whole town.
Hey, that's common.
This isn't a mining town or anything like that. And you know where they get their
What?
supplies from.
I
Through a
go
portal.
I go over to where the quarterstaffs are. So, good morning.
It's a little old lady. Hello.
Is she sweeping the step?
Nope. She's whittling away, making a little wooden duck.
I go and look at the quarterstaff. Say, you selling the quarterstaffs? How much for this one?
Quarter what? A stick? You want a stick?
Yes, I'd like a tall stick, thank you. How much for a tall stick?
You can see it's only like weapons she has, and most of the things are just. It might as well just be a broom handle. She said, "How much you willing to pay for that quarter staff?"
Well, it does look like just a stick, now that you mention it.
No, it's
a
a
nice
quarter
walking
staff.
Stick, though.
It's a cold.
Do you have any walking sticks, then?
I do. And she reaches around one identical looking stick. It's right here, nice and sturdy.
And I pick it up, is it a quarterstaff?
It looks like she went to her shed, got a broom, and just took off the bottom bit. And
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Will it work as a quarterstaff, DM?
yeah, it'll work, of course.
Uh,
It just
How
doesn't
much
want.
for
It
this
won't have
one?
the impact.
It's just not fancy at all. It's just a stick.
How much for this one?
Oh, 2 silver.
Is that the best you could do?
Best for you, it is. I can do 3 silver.
What about my friend here?
Oh
What?
gosh.
Would you do better for my friend here? I sort of point my head towards Shiro.
No? Does he want to? He wants a
It's
stick
all
too?
business.
Would you take 1 silver?
I'll just throw down 2 silver and give him the quarter staff.
And she hands you the quarterstaff.
Stick.
All right. Thanks, Shiro. Thank you, madam, for your time.
Are you sure you don't need the short sword? Will it help?
No, I hope to never need it. I just wanted to have something in case I do. But now I've got the staff and this real fancy dagger that other guy was kind of shifty about, but I couldn't quite tell what he was thinking. So I'll hold on to this one too for a while.
Hey, Yusaki. I was looking at my character sheet, and I just noticed this written at the top. You see what that says?
What does that say?
It says
Oh,
Sam
it says
owes
the-
me money.
Sam owes me.
Yes.
All right. That's not the right one. That's the wrong one. There we go. I got too many frames. I can't handle this. Okay, we're
Very
back.
professional.
Bladder's emptied, about to be filled again with tea.
Oh yeah. Fancied up the tea.
Let's get back here. So, we left off with the market, and Jack is sitting in the waiting room waiting for Maris, and Finn is outside the castle.
Yeah.
Jack, to you. So, door opens. You see Lieutenant
Uh-huh.
Elian. Well, actually, I think I gave him a rank, didn't I, last week? So he's Captain Elian. I think I forgot to change it. Captain
Captain
Elian.
Elian?
He was Captain last time. I forgot to give him a rank. No, he's Lieutenant. He was. I don't
Oh,
remember. I have to go. I'll back and watch the video. I forget what I gave him. He's Lieutenant for now.
He's like He's like high enough to have some authority, but not high enough to have all.
He
the
has his
authority.
little squad. I think pretty sure I made him captain. So Captain Alien steps in.
Oh, okay.
He got a rank while he was gone. And in comes the giant grizzly bear that squeezes through the doorway.
Right.
And Maris comes in. Alien goes and has a sit next to you. And
Okay.
Maris is standing right there. And Maris looks at you and says, "You can understand me?" Or she growls at
Well,
you. She growls
Yeah,
at you.
she growls. So
She
I
growls a
look
little
at
more.
Alien.
Alien looks
I
at you.
say, in order for me to understand her, I need to cast the spell.
Of course.
Okay. And I do that.
Okay.
Say, Maris, good to see you.
She says, "Good to see you too, Jack. How have you been?"
Well, we've been looking for some answers,
Yeah?
and we're at a path where we can go see Bartok. Just like Linzer.
Let me remind you that you're being watched. She looks over at Alien.
I look at Ellie.
Alien nods to you.
Does Alien understand what they're saying?
Alien
That's-
says to you, and he says, I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on around here. We got tight security."
we just need some answers. We need some guidance. What do we do?
Ask her
Maris?
about the name.
I think the name.
Ooh, toot. The name, Atan.
Atan.
Did we discuss what I probably should have talked with Maris about the night before, if anything?
I would imagine since you came back late, but we didn't.
So Maris,
Technically, yes.
Maris speaks up. She says,
I do mention. You know,
She says, "They have a second eye."
Mm-hmm.
Lendris is not okay with this.
I nod.
He expected more from you, especially Shiro. And
He's disappointed.
but I've talked some sense into him. You're our only hope. She kind of glances over at Alien. Says, "We just need you to speak with Atan.
Tom,
That'll solve a lot."
how can we trust him? We've been told to speak to a lot of people in the past.
How can
That
we
didn't end.
find him?
That didn't end well for us.
How can we find him?
What's that?
She says, "He's here. Just you gotta go. You just gotta find him. I can't help you with that, but you gotta find him. Must find him."
Well, if it's coming from you,
What does that mean?
yeah, I say I would like what? Give me something to go by.
I've said all
Or
I
not.
really can about it. She looks over to Alien. She says, "There's a lot going on right now, and if things fall into the wrong hands, it's going to be a disaster. In fact, things have fallen into the wrong hands. This is the problem." She
Yeah, it
says,
seems like a very bad situation.
"She says we all know what the eye is. We're all aware of it.
Oh yeah.
We just talk. You need to talk to Atan. Lendris is you must talk to Atan.
So that's the best course of
That's
action. Okay.
my yes. So what's the point I was trying to get to Tova? She glances over at Alien.
Yeah. That's all I needed.
Okay.
I say, Alien, I'm done here. And then I say to Maris, we'll go through with this.
Okay, please hurry.
Yeah. We'll see you, Tom. Good friend of yours, I'm sure.
Let's go swimmingly.
Alien stands up, says, "Okay, I'll escort you out.
Yeah.
Maris, you know where to go. We'll have someone escort you." You step out of the little room, and there is a guard standing outside, the castle wizard, and they escort Maris down the hall. Big grizzly bear, and he escorts
Yeah.
you back outside. and down the ramparts and back out to the gate. While this is going on, so this is in the middle of the conversation, Finn, while you're outside at the gate, gate opens up, and you see Vulcus there. Vulcus, along with a couple other nicely dressed wizards, nice fancy robes, and you see one town guard, or one nice captain's guard uniform. And they step out, and he sees you. He nods to you. He's holding a scroll in his hands.
Yeah.
He says, "Good day, Finn."
Yeah, it's a good day to you.
See ya. And he's just gonna keep on. He's just gonna keep.
See ya.
Yeah,
He's
what
gonna
do
keep
what
on
do you gotta
walking.
say to him?
He
What are you doing with that scroll there, Vulcus?
says, "I am taking the first step towards the Kamado Union."
The
Puffs-
Kamado Union.
Puffs his chest a little bit. Says, "Times are changing.
What is the Kamado Union?
You'll find out here in a few days.
I don't want
If
to
all
find
goes
out.
well."
That's the problem.
That's why
Not-
he marries a big lizard.
You're not allying with someone that you would rather not ally with, are you?
No, they are the best of allies. They're powerful, like us, and we can form a strong empire. I think union.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything else, you're free. We can certainly use your assistance at any time.
Okay.
I'm getting some taking over the world vibes over here.
You're in the inn.
From-
You don't hear
All the
anything.
way
From the
back in
end.
practicing your
From the
fencing.
He's like,
He-
It's like, I
he does not have his
sensed
pack with him.
your-
By the way, you don't feel
oh,
the
okay, yeah.
the thing. And also, while you're in this tower, you don't really feel it in the tower either. You don't feel that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like
presence.
dampened somehow.
I should mention the so you've come across these eyes before and never really felt much. You always felt a little bit when you were at Rowell's forest. And
Yeah.
in the story that you got before, the first time they found the eye, they cracked one open, like
Yeah.
Joe was saying earlier. One of them was cracked open. And
Oh, okay.
this is a long time ago, so you guys, refresh, you kind of gather that the cracked open one was the one that Rowell was holding on to. So it was difficult to dampen. But he had it dampened somewhat. And it seems like they have it dampened better.
Okay.
But they make their way down, and if you watch them, they make their way just south to the water, and it seems like they are heading out of town to the south along the shore.
What was that alliance called again?
The Kamado
Alliance.
Union.
Union.
Q-U-M-A-D-O.
Kamado Union.
Wait,
Do
what?
you what?
How do you spell it?
M-A-D-O.
Okay. All right. Well,
Mm.
I'm waiting on
You
Jack
see him,
to get back.
you see
now.
him heading south towards, like,
Out of town?
the lighthouse, yeah.
Oh, that okay. Gotcha.
And then Jack comes back out, escorted out by Elian.
Yeah. And then I go to Finn. I
Okay.
say, well, before I do, I say thank you, Alien.
Says,
That's all we need.
certainly. I'm sorry we have to be so tight around here,
It's understandable.
but if anything you guys need, I'll be real sure to help you.
Thanks a lot, Alien. You're a nice guy compared to everyone else around here.
I do what I can.
You don't seem shady at all compared to
Yeah,
This is
everyone else.
remember, this is
around
the
here.
guy that was like tailing you for a long time when you first met him.
He's done better. since-
Hey, listen, he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah,
he likes
he
us now.
Nah, you just don't know what we did.
That's right.
Yeah.
No one knows what we
Told
did.
him.
No one.
Yeah, no one knows that.
But
Okay.
And it should be kept
he
that
was
way.
watching us.
All right.
So where are
So-
we going?
What'd you tell you? We gotta find.
Um,
I'm gonna
He's-
assume he tells me everything that he
as,
told
yeah,
him.
as we're heading back, I just say she's very adamant about us finding a ton.
Her and Lindris are very adamant about us finding a ton.
This guy, yeah. Guy, girl. I
Bartok.
don't know.
Okay. And Aton's in the city.
Yeah. She didn't give me much else because
We just gotta
under
find this guy.
surveillance.
What do
Yeah.
we remember about the guy that was in town? Like we
You never
remember
saw
hearing
him. You
about
just heard
this guy.
stories about some bald, robed guy carrying a cart into town. Just like a couple days before, like a week or so before you guys got here for the first time. That's why they were all in shock about visitors. They never have visitors in this town, but they had you guys and they had that guy, that human, that bald human.
I'll say to Finn, I say, look, I'm gonna get a head start and see if I can find this guy.
Yeah, we can look for him. Let's first go to the monastery.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Since we're all done.
Talk to the lead monk guy.
The
seems to
Wintervale
know
Monastery, the one, the monks.
Yeah.
Also, after we were done at the market, I would assume Shiro and I would go over towards the fort and just sort of hang around. But I would assume we'd see Finn outside.
It's not a really big town, so yeah. If you make he's kind of just off the main road. You can clearly see him on a bluff, and if you make your way down that way, you'll see him.
I would be with Finn and Shiro then.
Okay.
As Jack came out.
Okay.
Well, let's head to the monastery for now.
You head to the monastery, Wintervale Monastery, and you see some monks there wearing the symbol that I forget what it was that Francisco's old character had.
Was it?
I have it. I think it's an eye. Yeah, it's an eye. It's an eye.
It's not that one.
No, that's something different. That's the temple, I think. The across the street.
Temple of USB.
Yeah.
No, that's a
the temple.
yeah,
of
the
US
trident.
That's
I
what
was
it looks
talking about this one.
The trident.
I thought the trident
I
was
thought
the
I
symbol.
heard that
The
right.
trident. That's
Trident's
right.
the
The
other.
trident is the temple, and also around town on the town hall. There's tridents everywhere around here, but that's the temple. The eye is the monastery, which is the old monastery that Alzira took over. We put Last Hope. That was their original monastery. They moved here a long time ago.
Okay. All right. We need to find the head monk, the one we talked to originally.
Okay.
The one that
Yeah.
knows us.
At the gate.
So,
Yeah, he leads you in. Of course, you're welcome to come in. And
Yeah.
then takes you into the main room. There's sort of a big open room, and he's in there training, and he sees you, and he steps over and bows. How can I help you?
I'm not gonna bow. I'll give him a little bow, just like
I'll bow at him.
Yeah.
like.
I'm just like. yeah.
Anyways,
He says, "Welcome back."
yeah, we're here. Do you remember a guy who showed up to town right before we did the first time?
Of course.
You know what happened to him? Where's he at?
I don't think he's been seen since he came to town. I haven't seen him.
Oh, really?
It's kind of a bit of a mystery. You and he are the most excitement we've had around here in quite some time. But yeah, I assumed he left, came in and left. I don't.
You know anyone who kind of keeps track of everyone? Like maybe we're trying to find this guy.
I'm sure the town guard know. They seem to keep
Someone who
tabs on
keeps
everyone around here.
surveillance is probably
Right.
inside the tower.
If he left, they would know, and they should have told him where he was going. Whether he
Okay.
lies or not, it's up to him. But
You don't know anyone in the city that would, besides the guard, that might know where he's at?
you can check.
What did he
with,
have on his cart?
Um,
You remember that?
it was a blanket covering it, from what I understand.
Okay.
I didn't
Alright, yeah.
see it. I just heard stories.
Did they
Little-
describe what he looked like to me?
He was
Bald guy.
bald, yeah, just bald, human. He had a robe, hood, face. Hard to see really what he had. Just gray robes.
Okay.
Pretty ordinary.
I tell long shot, but I tell Fip to like just go and sort of make it as quick a circle as he can around the town, staying away from the fort, to see if he sees anyone matching that description.
Okay. Well, we thank you for your time. I guess we're gonna do some asking around.
Thanks for
We'll
stopping
go
by. You're
to-
welcome to stay here anytime you wish.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
If you ever need anything, just let us know. We're a little busy at the moment, but within reason.
Okay, I think.
There's a whole new quest line.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we'll do anything you need, except
Yeah.
anything you need.
Well, if we were like, we'll help you with almost anything, and then he goes, I need you to find the
Yeah, I need you
Tower
to
of
assassinate
Skolaris. it's an epic god tower in the sky. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do that later. But if he was like, I need you to go do something simple, Sure.
Yeah,
I need you to
sure.
go get a cart
Running
for me from
errand
the
or
other side of the
something.
road, please.
Yeah.
I'd be
Sure,
like,
no
yeah,
problem.
sure, no problem. I'm not gonna. I have too many epic quests these days. Uh, will Haggis? We're gonna talk to Haggis. She seems to
Yeah, let's
see
go talk to
everything that's
Haggis.
going on.
It's around noon. It's like brunch time.
Noon?
So there's a few folks hanging out.
Oh.
I guess you guys went to like twilight, didn't you? So it's probably still pretty early. It's like 8
Yeah.
in the morning. So it's still pretty early in the morning. The boats have all
Okay.
come in. There's no boats on the ocean at all. Rook, you notice that some of the boats that are pulled up far enough, you can see they have a painted red bottom to them. There's nothing in the ocean. There's a lot of activity on the docks. They're still emptying their boats from the day's catch, but the harbor is empty. And you can see there is a lighthouse just sort of a ways out there, or on a shoal out a little ways. But other than that, it's quiet out there. You make your way back to the inn, and Haggis is inside serving some soup to some local folks.
Yeah.
Sees you and waves and
Wait, did we
looks at-
see Frogman?
no, he's still in his room.
Oh.
Fencing up a
I'll
storm.
come outside.
Okay.
He's had enough fencing. He's sweating blue liquid.
He doesn't take too well to have the bright sun.
Yeah.
That's right. He's like, hey guys. Oh, bye guys.
Remember, Bert, 6 feet.
6 feet. Yeah.
Oh man.
We should be staying 6 feet away from Jack
Poor
too.
guy.
Anyways,
Oh no,
Haggis.
Jack's infected.
We're not
Haggis sees you and says, "We got some soup today."
Oh man, yeah, give me some of that soup. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You remember a guy who came into town right before us for the first time? Bald guy in a robe,
Oh yeah, of course.
pushing a cart.
Yeah.
You know what happened to him?
Oh, he's been quiet. I saw him. I've seen him a
You
few
saw him?
times. Yeah.
Okay.
I live back a ways behind the town center, and I was out pruning my flowers, and I
Oh,
glanced
yeah?
over, and I just happened to catch him. Bald man, he's easy to spot, and I remember folks.
Yeah.
And there's an old rundown house over there. I didn't think anyone lived there, but I saw
Where?
him
By
lurking
the
around
lighthouse?
there. And then I saw him again. Same place. I don't know if he's living there.
Okay.
I told one of the soldiers that he doesn't want to listen to an old lady like me.
I'm gonna slam down a gold coin,
Do
suck
I-
back that soup, and I'm gonna start heading to where she was talking about.
Does he even?
Do I believe Haggis?
Roll that insight check.
Because I know she never leaves this step. She don't have time to prune flowers. She's sweeping this step all
He's
the
always
time.
sweeping. That's what I said.
Her NPC pet.
25 natural 20.
She she seems like she's she's a very nosy old lady, and so you believe her.
Okay.
Yeah, we know Haggis.
How much for the soup?
Yeah, she gave me a silver.
I
Or,
threw-
She
I
sees the
threw a
gold piece and
coin
she
on-
says,
Yeah.
"Soup's on me."
Oh, thanks. So I have some soup too. I haven't eaten in like a day.
We don't ever eat.
I know.
Dude, what?
You got
We
a
just
ranger. You
assumed
can
that we're-
summon food, can't you, ranger?
No.
We
It's like a
we just
cantrip,
eat like
isn't it?
hardtack.
I
That's
hunt
all
it.
we eat. That like World
You
War
can-
II bread.
You can forage up berries and mushrooms and
Sure, I've been collecting them passively
Yeah.
as I.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey, I got
sure.
free food
Cactus
on
fruit.
me.
I'm not eating
Not
them.
mushrooms.
I'm not eating
And no one's eating off of you,
mushrooms.
David.
Off
If,
of
No.
if
you.
anyone eats off of David, let me know. I got a dice roll for you.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so I finished. Let's devour that soup. Where are we going? We going to check on that?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna go
Where
check
did
out
she
that.
tell us where this place was?
She tells you where to get there. She says, if you go that way, stop by and say hey to Leaf for me.
Leaf.
Yeah, Leaf,
Lee.
my son. Well, he's not a son now. I watch over him.
Oh yes.
The
Okay.
little
Yeah.
kid.
He'd be happy
The
to
little
see
kid.
happy to see you
Oh.
again.
He's
He talks about you all the
Creepy
time.
little kid. He's creepy. He's creepy.
He talks about us all the time.
All the time. He never stops talking about you.
Let's go.
What does he
Let's go.
say?
So
Let's go
that's
talk
why
to
you're
that
always
kid.
up here sweeping the
This-
step.
What is he saying
This
about
kid
us?
is a creeper. He was giving
Alright.
me the
Oh,
eye.
I don't know. It's just he really isn't. He likes you guys. He's infatuated with newcomers to town, you know, and
We got a
Okay.
fan club.
he built
As
a,
soon as I get a
he built a
ping
little
from,
doll and named it Finn.
Oh lord.
It
Not
was-
He
good.
sticks pins in
If he
it. It's
learns,
great.
if he learns magic, you're.
As soon as I get a ping from Fip, I tell him to go to where we're headed and get a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fip hasn't found anything yet.
Okay.
Behind, like, you get the main row of buildings and all the houses, all the little hovels, mostly just little dirt, sand houses, back behind the place, like little one-room places, nothing too fancy. He's not seeing much of anything. Most of the activity is at the docks. A few folks have headed home, but not much
Okay.
activity back there by the houses.
We'll book it on over there.
Okay, you make
See
your way
that
there,
kid.
and you see Haggis's house.
Yeah.
On the porch, you see little Leaf, little blonde-haired Leaf, and he
Hello.
sees you coming, and his mouth opens up,
It's us.
and he
We
gets
wave.
up and starts waving. He does
Yeah,
like
we
the
wa-
Forrest
I'll wave
Gump
back.
wave, you know, when he's
We're gonna
and he's excited to
We'll
see you
give him-
guys.
We'll give him the cool
Yeah,
nod.
yeah, yeah. We'll give him the cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay, the nod.
We want to look. Like we're
I'm gonna look good in
appreciative,
front
but
of
not
this
too
kid.
appreciative.
Okay, so yeah, he's just looking at you guys. He runs up, I mean, as you get
Oh,
up
okay.
in front of the house, and he says, "Hi.
How's it going, little leaf?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Hello, you.
Hi.
I say hello. I'm Rook.
Hi, Rook.
Don't mind about him.
I watched my mom die,
That's, uh,
I'm
Okay.
sure
Are
you
you-
did.
and you helped. I think.
did I?
Yeah. Finn was there. No,
Wait, what?
someone was there. Hi, guys.
Okay.
What's going on, little leaf?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
I call Fit back to my shoulder and I say to this kid, "Have you ever seen a raven before?"
Oh no.
Like a bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Bird?
Just wondering. Have you ever seen a black raven?
Stripes the
Um,
bird.
He's squinting his eyes at you. Ooh, who is he? I don't know you.
I'm just a friend of these fellas.
He's a new guy. Ignore
Just wanted
him.
to come say hi.
Haggis says
Go to the
don't
club.
talk to people I don't know.
That's good advice. And I make Fip become uninvisible and just turn his head at him.
He goes up to grab him.
Like,
I immediately just back invisible.
Where'd it go?
Can I insight check this kid?
Oh lord.
Why, who
Might as
says that the
well.
first thing you meet some stranger? I saw my mom
Next thing
die.
you know, he's like the demon lord or something.
okay, so his mom got murdered, and we watched his dad get sent out in the boat to get killed.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I can't inside check anyone I actually
That's
want
what you
to.
get for all those nat 20s the other day.
Friendly little, friendly little kid, just like any other kid in your village.
I think my past 3 rolls have been 1, 20, and 1. Yeah, he
Fantastic.
seems super friendly. Even with a 1, I can tell he's weird. All right.
We all know how you guys all handle kids, so let's just like
Hey, I did not handle kids like that.
I'm
Let's
gonna
just-
get down on a knee and I'm gonna. You ever play a
Punch
game
him
of
in the
dice
face.
before?
I played games with, Roby.
Oh, Roby.
Uh,
Well,
my
Ruby's as
friend.
cool as we are, so it doesn't count.
he's not around anymore, is he?
Where is he? I haven't
is-
seen him in a long time.
The chain.
No, Roby is that.
Is the other
Incubus.
is that
Yeah,
incubus?
that's what I'm saying. That dude.
You
Yeah,
knew
don't-
Roby.
Oh,
He
Roby was
played
he was my friend.
Of course he was.
How did you?
He was our
No.
friend too.
What'd you say? Yeah.
How did you meet a Roby?
I just okay.
He was Dad's friend.
Okay. All right. Well,
Dad's friend.
Okay, we gotta go.
that's what I'm thinking. It's
We
might be
learned
time.
too much now.
Might be time to move on. We got some stuff.
I'm gonna pull out my dice set that I have from
Okay.
my Dungeoneers kit or whatever, and I'll show him how to play a game of dice. And
Okay.
you can play this with your friends, and
He's into it.
That-
What? Like you? You
Yeah.
come back and play?
I'll come back.
Okay.
I'll be your friend now.
Oh, okay. He
All right.
Interesting.
can I show you something? He looks over at Finn.
Yeah,
He
sure.
charges into the house. You
He's
can hear
good
a
stuff.
little bit of racket in there, and he comes running back out, and he's got this little. It's made out of it's like sand stuffed into a rag, and it's a little rag doll,
Yeah.
and it's got
Oh no.
it sort of looks like Finn. It's sort of you look like a moon elf, and you look like a moon elf pretty much the whole time you've been here. So it's kind of grayed out, and it's got little pointy ears, and it's like, look, I made you. You're my friend too.
Yeah. Well, that's really impressive, Lee.
As soon as the kid runs in to get it, I'm turning to these guys. What's with this kid?
I'm like grinning so hard. the
That's
whole
it. You don't
time.
worry about the kid.
We'll tell you about it here in a little bit.
Okay. And then he comes running back out and shows him the doll.
I act very excited, and I tell him how great it is. I
Thanks.
say, but for right now, we gotta go.
Oh, where are you going?
We've got some stuff to look into.
We'll come back, Leaf.
Can I come?
We'll come back.
Oh.
It's probably best you stay here.
Okay. He grabs his dice
Alright.
and goes and sits on the porch and starts playing, but he's just watching you guys.
All right, we'll go over to that where we're headed. That old
Okay.
shack.
You can see that all the houses kind of look sort of similar. They're sort of like a house that would be on Tatooine. It's just sort of a sandy, domed hut.
Right.
All the houses kind of have that
Okay.
same sort of look to it.
It's a sand glue.
Yeah, sand glues. Some of them have like little gardens out front, but it's most of the sand. The ground here is sand as well. So some people have got some sort of dug enough to get dirt or brought some dirt in.
Yeah.
You don't dig to get dirt, but you brought some dirt in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Is there a basement in one of these?
they've got they've got. You can see that Haggis has put some effort into her little garden. You start walking a couple houses down, and you can see there's one house that's clearly, it's the window on it has a hunk of wood, driftwood over it. It's clearly an abandoned house. And then you hear from behind you, "You're not going there, are you?" And you look back and you see little Leaf looking at you. Looking at the house.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
No.
I say why not?
Mom says don't go there.
We got it. We can handle it.
Okay. He just
When we get back, we'll tell you about our adventure. All right, Little Leaf.
okay. He's just watching you guys.
All right. So we'll go up to that house.
Go to the house. It's clearly looks abandoned, boarded up. What you gonna do?
We'll knock.
I would like to inspect it. Like,
Roll
zoom
me
in.
a investigation
was-
check.
Can I roll perception
don't
for
roll a one.
anything that just catches my eye?
Sure.
Anything?
21.
Oh, whoops.
That's gonna be pretty good. You can see there's some
wait, no.
footprints.
15.
Perception is.
You were doing investigation on like the door and everything, but yeah,
Oh,
you
was
can
investigation. Oh, yeah.
you can see that it looks boarded up, but there's footprints. The chimney has a black char around it, so it looks like it is lived in, but boarded up.
Okay, I convey that.
How do you know the footprints? though?
Okay, I'll just knock on the door.
Okay. A moment goes by. The door cracks open and there's just blackness in there.
Sir, I'm your human flashlight.
Who are you?
Human flesh.
I say, are you Atan?
Who's asking?
We're friends of Maris and Linzerus.
Takes a moment. Door opens up. Get in. And you can see the light hits him. It's a guy, gray robe still, bald head, human. A little underfed, a little scrawny.
Yeah.
But he kind of grabs you and gets you in. Come on, in.
Okay,
In.
yeah. We go in.
We go in.
Okay. It's just a little. He hasn't done much of the house. There's one main room and there's a doorway and another little room in the back. You can kind of glance in the back and you see there's some boxes and there's some junk in the back. In the main room here, he just got just some like rugs and things on the floor, and there's a chimney in the back. There's not
Okay.
much really in this room. And he says, "Have a seat. Where's you're friends of Lenzerus?
Yes.
You,
Yes.
do you know what happened? Is he
Yeah.
alive?
We know what happened. He's alive. Yeah.
I've been
he's
trying to
he's
contact,
here.
but I haven't heard anything from him in weeks."
Okay.
He was
Brace
in
yourself.
hell. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's brace ourselves for the story.
He sees
and I'll
you,
tell him.
Shiro, and he says, "You're one of Bartok's men."
We were on our way to talk to him when we ran
Ran across.
into Lenzerus, who told us to follow him back here. Lenzerus is a deer.
Doesn't seem
Let's
to
drop that on.
understand. Like a
I don't
real
think he
deer?
was aware of that.
We'll explain. Lenzerus got trapped in hell. We got him out of hell.
Last I saw, he went. Let me do a roll for him just to see how. Just to see something. Why don't you roll me a persuasion check while you're at it? Or
Okay.
just roll a charisma check.
Oh wait, we're on town 1, aren't we?
Yeah. I don't have a little hovel for you guys to hang out in. We should get a little hovel. I think we have one.
A little hobble?
I
Ho-
can make you a
little
hovel
house.
for next week.
We should do it for this one.
Make
though.
you a little house.
I need.
What about
Yeah. What'd you get perception wise?
Hold on, it's under the thing.
There
Oh,
it is.
you mean persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah. Or charisma. Just a charisma roll.
Oh, just a plain charisma roll?
Yeah.
22.
Okay. Okay, so he kind of looks you up and down, and
I'm very charismatic.
he looks over at Shiro. You can see he has a sense of trust with Shiro. He looks at the rest of the party, and he takes a long moment to look at the frogman. I'm gonna start calling you Fungus Man.
Oh, fungus.
And
He's
He
the
says-
fungus among us.
last I saw of Lenzerus, they were leaving to go fix a mistake you made. They all went. My job was to. Well, I came here.
That mistake was the only option. Lenzerus can act high and mighty, but he wasn't in there where we were.
I don't care about that. Just the last time I heard of him was then. I've been doing all I can
He
to.
died.
Lenzerus is dead.
He
He
died
is a deer.
then. He died then, and he went to hell. Ballas, the demon that is now here, was harvesting him for magical energy. We went to hell and retrieved him. Once we retrieved him, we took him to the person we thought we could trust, and he stabbed him to death and turned him into a bear. I mean, turned him into a deer, not a reincarnated him
This
as
is
There's this whole other one. Yeah.
This is okay. Whatever.
He's like, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? That's a
He's like,
ridiculous
whatever.
story.
he doesn't have a clue what that means.
Just like
You
chuckling in
are still in contact with him. How do I contact him? I've been sending messages.
Wondering if you can
I've got
speak
nothing back
deer.
from him.
Because he can't use magic.
You can,
Because he's a deer.
so he can. He
We
understands what.
can't see him very
Okay,
often.
can you get a message to him?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You can try.
Okay, I've been trying to fill him. I don't know if he's receiving it or not. He sent you here. I assume that means he trusts you.
Maris. Yeah, Maris sent us here. We haven't seen him for a couple of days
Lenzerus
he's
wants,
under
to
lock
go-
and key.
wants us to go see Bartok.
as well.
Lenzerus
Yeah.
also asked
Okay.
us to come here.
I received a message from Bartok a few days ago. That there was a fight, and the lizard folk, Natak lizard folk, they acquired an eye from the
The
Empire.
lizard folk did.
Yeah.
Is that why the lizard folk city was under siege from the Empire?
Yes. The Empire sent troops to
We passed
the
by
lizard folk.
there.
Lizard folk don't know what they've got, and we got to get it back or teach them how to use it. Ideally, just hide it.
Get it back.
Get it back and hide it. So we
well-
need to go there.
I think we should go like right now.
Should
Wouldn't
we
it be too
go?
late?
We can go straight to do that. If
I need you to
really-
get
if that's
that-
really-
Make sure that Lindris is getting my messages. Can
I
you?
don't-
Where is he?
He's in the
He's here,
tower.
in the
He's
tower.
in the tower.
Did he give you
But
any
that place
instructions?
is so magically warded. Can we what?
Can you get him out at all?
Probably not as of right now. No. They claim he can do whatever he wants, but really and truly it's pretty limiting.
Okay. You
There's a slim chance we could get a message to him, but no guarantees.
okay. I understand. I've been keeping eyes and ears. That these people have another eye.
Yes, they got it from Raoul.
Can you get it from them?
That's probably not that either. That's under lock. They have it so well warded or held in place that we can't even sense where it's at anymore.
Okay. Our
You know,
first
when it was in Raoul's possession, we could always tell when we were around it.
our first mission, if we can, is to get Lenzerus back. But I know he's going to want us to get that eye from the lizard
Getting
folk.
Lenders back is going to be extremely difficult right now.
I don't have
Do
the
you
power
have a
to.
way of changing him back if we got him back anyway?
I don't have that power.
Then what's the point of
And
getting him back?
you say he died. There was a dozen of us with him. Did anyone come back?
No, they were all gone.
No. There was nobody. In fact, nobody was alive when we finally made it back to that cave.
I was a part of the group with Bartok that went into there.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one left.
Roll me intelligence checks, all of you, just real quick.
Okay.
David, where's your microphone at?
Microphone?
Mm-hmm. Because it's banging against something.
My arm. That was banging
19,
against my arm.
19 for me.
Oh, not you. Sorry, Rook. Not you. Nice
Oh,
roll, though. Nice roll, though. Anybody get above 15?
I got an 18.
Hold on.
Ah! There's a -1 too.
Okay.
Ooh, not 20.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, man.
you guys recognize this guy. In all the commotion, whenever, well, what'd Finn get?
I got a 15.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, and all you guys remember this guy, just sort of seeing him around the place whenever you first went and visited Lenzerus. He was just one of Lenzerus's people.
Okay.
You saw him just hanging about. Little Finn, whenever you got thrown back through the portal and you landed in Lenzerus's
Office, yeah.
tower, there was a few mages standing around holding the portal open. He was one of those guys.
Okay. All right. Well,
Can you talk to Bartok right now?
Yeah, I can send a message.
Can you tell him that we
We
found Lenzerus and ask him what he wants us to do?
yeah, we were on our way to talk to him
Yeah.
until we got stopped and
Till
brought
this
back here.
whole
Lenzerus
thing.
told us to find him. And
then-
for whatever reason, he wouldn't tell me why.
Yeah, and then Maris told us to find you, and that she had talked to Lenzerus, and that they wanted us to find you.
Okay.
So now we have to, figure out what's going on.
Just ask Bartok that. Just tell him who we are, and if he what he wants us to do.
Okay. He steps into the side room. So just a moment,
Thank you.
and you can hear him kind of muffled on the bar. You hear.
Takes out his walkie-talkie.
A few moments go by, and he comes back and he says, "Bartok is happy to hear you're okay, Shiro." He says, the only reason that Lenzers would need us to contact him was to make sure they were secure. And
Oh.
I can tell you they are secure.
Okay.
I see.
So what?
However-
Okay.
They may not be secure much longer.
Mm,
We need to deal with. We got to either get Lenzers back, or we got to get the eye from these snake people.
Which one's
Let's
higher
go.
on your list?
Double time.
I say I would.
The
just
highest one
say
I can tell you on
Linzerus.
Linzerus' list is to get that eye from the lizard folk before they do something stupid.
We have a
Okay.
chance of doing that. We have very little chance
Yeah.
of getting Linder's back right now. So let's
Let's do that.
Option second there.
Option 2. Run through a siege line of have an entire country's army get into a town and steal something from from a different city. Thumbs up.
Sounds like a
We
plan.
got this.
'Cause they,
What, Eric?
Huh?
Option 2 is to get the
Is to go get the eye from the lizard folk.
From a town that's being sieged.
Sieged.
Let's do it. Let's go.
So we gotta break through siege lines, get into the
there might
town.
be a hole. You never know.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's go assess the situation either way.
All right, yeah.
We gotta check. See
All right, we'll get on that right now.
okay. I will, if you can get word to Linzerus, I assume maybe he's getting my messages, but I don't know. I will relay the message, but good luck with you. I'll be here. If I'm not here, then, I don't know where I'll be, but I'll get a message to you.
I wanna
Okay.
I ask him something else.
Yeah.
Say how do you know Maris and everyone else?
Same way you do. I work for Linzerus. Maris has been his the past 6 years. That's all he's been worrying about.
This past 6 years, that's all he's been worrying about.
He locked
Okay.
himself away.
I got a beef with this right now. Then
He's locked himself
that
away.
mistake that he's been crying about all this time is the only reason she's back. We're the only reason she's back. That piece of crap
So he
hasn't done
says that?
anything for us.
You're an ex-slave.
Yeah, and we're the ones who ended up in hell, and we're the ones who saved her. We brought her out.
We sold our souls for her.
Yeah, we sold our souls to the devil for it.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Send him this message. Blow me.
He says, plenty has been happening behind the scenes to stall
Okay.
the Empire. I can assure you that, and we must keep that up.
All
We
right.
Little
need Linzerus.
secrets aren't fun right now, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Getting a
We're-
little sick of that.
Yeah, we're
You
doing
know well
a
enough.
lot of stuff.
You work with Bartok.
Oh
you
well,
know what's happening.
he did.
Yeah.
I was
I was a foot
acquaintances.
soldier.
Regardless, let's just go see if we can get this thing back.
Yeah.
You must be quick.
We'll be as quick as we can be.
Okay.
All right. We'll head out of there.
He goes to the door and kind of listens. Opens a little bit, checks, and kind of rushes you outside. He says, "I'm not
Okay.
here. No one knows I'm here."
Okay. I mean,
Nice
Haggis
to
knows you're
not
here.
meet you.
Haggis
Yeah,
knows you're
that's
here.
it.
Yeah.
Haggis. Food?
The lady in the house over there
what do you mean food?
The lady
Oh.
who's
The little old lady? Yeah, she,
with the kid.
okay.
what's up with that kid?
The creepy kid.
Tell that kid to stay off your yard.
Get
All right.
off my lawn!
Get off.
Regardless of her, we are going to the lizard city of Natak post haste.
Okay. As you walk out the door, you can see there is a very large crow sitting on the door, on top of the roof, looking at you guys.
I look back and is this yours?
He nods.
All
Just
right.
keeping an
Good.
eye out.
Okay, let's go.
Where to?
I guess straight out of this city, or
Away from
he
Leaf.
didn't. Yeah, away from Leaf and out of this city. He didn't
Yeah,
give
wait.
us a message.
Hey, bye, Leaf.
He didn't give us a message to give to Linderus, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're out of here.
Yep.
He kept talking about a message, but never gave it to us.
Well, you get the idea that since he knows he's alive, he didn't know if he was alive or not. His messages, he assumes are getting through.
Wait,
hoped
shouldn't we
you
tell
would have them.
Tova what we're gonna do? Or I'm not sure if we know where she is.
We can't
Or
get
who
to
is?
Tova 'cause she
We can't
Oh,
get to
she's in the
tow it.
The
tower.
only
Yeah,
way
yeah.
we
she's
can
in the
see her
tower.
is if she gets out and
Never
sees
mind.
it before
Okay.
we-
Tova will eventually talk to Maris. Maris will tell her what she told us.
Yeah, that we're just gonna have to hope that everything here is
Get
Just gonna-
somehow.
work out while we're gone.
Yeah. We come back, the whole place is gone completely.
This whole place is
It's
gonna be a
burning
You
down.
couldn't
like
hold it
I
together.
don't know.
story of our lives. Every time we
That's
leave somewhere, it falls
exactly what's
apart.
gonna happen. We're gonna come back. Everything.
We're gonna come back and it's gonna be a town full of fish people.
Yeah.
All right, you make your way north, which goes up to the road. You kind of make your way out and a bit up to the road. You still see, what time is it? It's I forget,
Like afternoon.
morning.
right?
So it's like like about 2 o'clock or something like that, afternoon. You still see that blue star up ahead on the hill, just above where the lake is that you can't see right now. And you kind of curve up, get up towards the road, and back on that same road you guys have been on before. You saw there was no lizard folk or anything like that up there.
Right.
And you're just going to walk west.
Yep.
Okay. First thing you see when you leave the gate and you head out of South Shore and you get up on that bluff where the town is invisible. You cross that threshold. You take a glance back. Town is not invisible. Town is there for all to see.
I look back. That's
Okay.
probably gonna cause some problems.
It's gonna cause
Well,
attention.
For now, we're not worried about it.
It's not
Whatever.
gonna be there when we're not gonna be able to keep it together while we're gone, are they?
Nobody
Things
ever
are gonna
keeps it
be
together
different.
while we're
Things are gonna
gone.
be different as soon as we get back.
Okay, you make your way west on the road,
I'll
and
tell Rook. As much as everyone likes to think that they're independent and they all amazing and we're the ones screwing everything up, it seems that we are the linchpin of everything that happens on this island. as soon as we aren't touching it directly, it falls apart.
Oh yeah.
you guys remember whenever you are just a quick out of thing, when you're near those eyes and you can feel them, you feel really good. You feel like you can
Right.
you can take down anything. You just had your 5 cups of coffee. You had your Philip J. Fry, and you had your 100th cup of coffee.
Your 100th
That's
cup
how
of
you
coffee.
feel when you're around those eyes.
Well, hopefully we're gonna get an
feels
eye, and I'm gonna
good.
feel real good and blow up an army with a few fireballs. So let's go.
All right, so west you go on the road. You're in this this sort of Tatooine style pothole caves along the edge. I saw some pictures from pictures of Morocco just the other day.
Yeah.
And it's like exactly what I imagine whenever I think of this walked in talk. There's like little
Do I need to
hills
look up
and
Morocco
Morocco
right
caves. Yeah.
Wait, Morocco caves? That's
Mhm.
what we're going into?
Let me see if I can look it up.
now? Yeah, we're going to Morocco right now.
Going to Morocco. Let's see. Oh, that's
Oh,
not what
look
I
at
want.
that.
I want some images
Wow.
here.
The Cave of Hercules.
Not like that. Not like a big cave.
That's what it's showing.
There is a cave called the Cave of Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
It looks nice.
Looks
What a
nice.
nice cave.
There you
That's
go. Here's one. I'll show it on the stream. See how you got like those little little hole. Oh, it's big. There we go. See the little one there?
Well, you're gonna have to
Well,
wait a
with
minute.
delay.
Where there's a delay.
Hang on. So there's like you can see
okay.
there's like little stacks of stones. There's the little caves kind of along the side of the cliff, along the side of the road.
Okay.
That kind
okay.
of stuff along the way
That
here.
kind of.
Okay, yeah, New Mexico is what you're looking for
Okay,
as well.
Arizona.
No,
yeah.
Morocco.
Arizona, New Mexico.
This is more exotic than Arizona. Come on now. Arizona's on the east side of the mountains. All right.
What people from Morocco say?
Yeah, Arizona is a real, yeah, it's a real exotic locale.
All right, so you're making your way along. Fip, I'm assuming, is on watch. Give me that that roll. It's a couple day walk to get to here.
Yep.
So roll me that look
Roll me
I'm
that
making a
look check.
perception check for
for Fip.
Fip.
And if Francisco wants to do it too, since he's
Yeah, I'll do
ranger
one
and
that where the bird isn't
15.
around, I guess. I'm looking behind this and what 23.
oh, okay. So Fip doesn't see it, but Jack, you see, you're walking along and off in the distance you see those little caves, and
Right.
you see a head pop out of one,
Whack it.
and
What does it look like?
looks like a lizard folk,
A lizard folk?
Oh,
and starts moving your way.
Does he look armed?
He does. He
Just-
has a spear.
I relay that
Okay.
right away. Say
And
there might be
he's
some
trying to
feral,
stealthily make his way here. He is being very stealthy,
Yeah.
but you can see him.
Hey guys, be careful. We got some lizards sneaking up on us.
We'll just call them out.
We
Like,
see
"Hey,
you.
We
Yeah.
don't have time to fight you right now.
We're
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
don't
hurt
have-
you.
You
We're
guys
running
look
short on
over at him,
time.
and he pops his head up, kind of looks around real cautiously, starts making his way up.
Bye.
Okay.
Shh, quiet. He's looking around. He's like, "You don't look like Empire folk."
We're not.
We're not
That is
Empire
true.
folk.
This is like an old, looks like a farmer. He's kind of hunchback. Full
We're
lizard
here to
man. He's
help
missing a
the
few
lizard
teeth.
man.
He's. What? Why are you here?
We're here to get into the town. We've got business.
Natak.
Yeah,
Are you going
to
to
talk.
You're going to kill humans.
Yeah.
He looks over at the
Most
human.
likely.
Yeah,
We'll kill any humans in the way, I guess.
The only human in the party.
Empire. Whatever Empire crosses,
We'll kill any
Cut 'em
human
down.
except for that human over there.
I would hope so.
Actually, what are you? What are you, Rook? Are you human?
I'm half elf.
Oh, okay. Basically human.
Got
Says-
pointy ears. Can't tell.
Basically.
If you're going to kill him, I'm coming.
How many of you are there?
get us into
Is it
Natak.
just you?
There's me.
Can you find us a path to Natak?
Yeah. You want inside?
We want
Yeah,
inside.
How are you gonna kill him from inside?
Well, we're gonna get.
need something
and then
inside,
we're gonna
yeah.
come out and kill
Yeah,
him,
we need to go.
and we'll kill him on the way.
Okay.
I step in and say, let's take a step back. What's your name, sir?
My name is Torque.
Killer McKillington.
Torque.
Torque. Torque.
Hello,
Talk.
Torque.
I'm
Are you
Bert.
deaf? My name's
I'm Rook.
Torque.
Hello, Torque. Have you been displaced? Is that why you're out here?
What? My place is up there. I want to kill humans.
Did
Everyone
they
I
kick
know
you out
is
of the
dead.
town?
No, everyone I know is dead.
Let's have a dark past.
And
Listen,
everyone you knew is in the town. Or just
you
outside
help
it?
us.
No,
You
I
help
live
us get-
here. Everyone here is dead. They
Oh.
came
Oh.
through, slaughtered.
You help us
Oh,
get into that
now I
town,
understand.
and we'll help you kill people.
Deal.
We'll
All
go.
right.
He starts hopping along, trudging along. He's got his hunchback, and he's got a bit of a limp to him. But he's got his rickety old spear. Looks like it was made out of a broom handle, and just like your quarterstaff, and sharpened on one end.
I like your broom. Jimmy. I like your spear. It's very nice looking.
Yeah, cranky guy. And he's kind of hopping along.
Wow.
I would help him, but I'm ugly, and so I want to. I'm contagious too, so
Oh.
can't really do much.
He says,
Well, I'm wearing gloves, aren't I?
you have gloves. You're all covered up
You're all covered.
because anything that shows in the sunlight it hurts.
Yeah,
Actually, it
yeah,
does
yeah.
Sit in
damage
a
to you.
coffin and we pull you along
I'll-
the ground.
I'll hook him up.
You'll help
Yeah,
him.
Low
Help him.
battery.
What?
I'll
Low
help him
battery.
You gonna help
walk.
him
Yeah,
walk?
on the iPad.
As soon as you walk up and touch him, he just shakes you off. It's like, get out of here. I don't need your.
Dang.
He shakes him off.
Okay.
He says, "What's wrong with you? You're ugly."
Oh wow.
Best to stay in the back.
Be nice.
Uh-oh. David's dead. I'm sorry I said it, David. I didn't mean it.
You- there-
No,
there
you
goes the
dabbing.
iPad.
He's just
took
dabbing.
it too far. You took it too far.
Plug that thing in. Let me go. Give me 1 second. Let me go.
Oh,
He's gone. Everything's broken. Okay, 1 second. Let me go fix. I think he said he. Oh,
there's back.
Oh, there he is.
what'd you do?
From
Breaking things
Matt.
over there?
I don't know. I don't
I was-
know even what happened.
Okay, I'm sorry. It
Does
was
he
in.
know-
It was in
does he
character.
hear
I didn't
this?
mean it. You're not that ugly.
Did he even get to hear that? Did he hear?
Did you hear how ugly you are?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
heard that.
okay.
Yeah, he says you're ugly and keeps his distance from you. Doesn't know what you are.
Well, let's get a move
Who are
on.
you?
Yeah, let's go.
What'd you say? He turns around with his spear, pokes it at you.
Oh, I laughed.
Humans, Torque. Remember humans?
He starts
No fungus people, just
hop-
humans.
hopping along. He says, I know a way in, through the sewers.
Oh,
Okay.
that's poop. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna pack up all my nice gear into a bag.
You know you have prestidigitation, right?
I do.
Fantastic. Let's go.
For this situation, exactly.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's still gonna be like a day's walk. So it's around dark right now when you come across Torque.
Right.
He's itching to go, but it is getting dark. What do you want to do? You still
I
got
have
another.
it too.
You got about a day to get there. It's like
Between the two of us, prestidigitation.
not quite a day. Maybe like another 6 hours or so to get there.
Should we just
Okay.
press on?
We
I
could
would
press
say
on
press
until
on.
someone gets exhaustion and then stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a roll every hour.
Yep.
We'll just press on until it
Till
gets
someone
to the
feels
exhaustion
tired.
point. Yeah, and then we'll stop.
Roll me an exhaustion. Yeah, for 1 hour number 1. Roll me
This
that
is,
exhaustion.
Con
What do we
save? Is
roll?
that what
Yeah,
it is?
con save.
Con?
Okay,
Con.
I'm good.
Con.
I got
I
Is
don't
it
have
10?
that.
13.
No.
10, right? Is that the check?
10, I think, is the
I believe
save.
it's 10.
15.
I rolled a 19.
I am
A one.
exhausted.
Oh no.
Our guy with the
What?
most con. It's all that armor he's wearing.
Oh, we should probably
My
sleep.
constitution. I don't know what that is. I need my
Yeah, you
character
got it.
sheet.
All
Where's
right,
your character sheet at?
we're gonna take a
Not in here.
take a nap.
Go
You've
get
been
your
playing
character
this whole
sheet.
time. Yeah,
What are you
jeez.
doing?
I don't know.
All right, so you have disadvantage on ability checks. Those you get failed, which is just Joe, right?
Alright. Yep, let's go to sleep then.
Okay.
Sleep.
So Torque is raring to go, and he says, I'll watch. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay,
Pip will also keep an eye out.
so we'll do our short rest.
Roll that perception.
19.
Okay. It's all quiet. Very quiet.
Okay.
And let's switch to a. Where's my board I want to do? I think Grassland's the one I want. Let me make sure real quick.
Grassland.
Oh, this is this one. Yeah, this will work. Grasslands. You guys are already in. Oh, this is dwarves.
I'm joining.
Let me make it up real quick here.
We're being called grassland. This isn't very grassy.
Do you have a character sheet yet?
Is here.
Now that I'll talk to you, have a character sheet.
If you zoom in, it looks like grass.
Oh yeah.
You zoom in.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
it does. Look at that.
Close your left eye. It looks like grass.
If you change the filter on here, it will
Look at
look
that
like grass.
Fire.
You guys have been here before. Oops.
Yeah.
Guys, fences are falling from the sky. Look out.
Oh no.
Oh, rock.
No, rock.
Oh, no.
It's the end of the world. Wait, why is there a rock on top of
Oh, it doesn't have clipping turned off.
I know. I'm
So
working
much
on it.
trouble.
Michael?
I'm working on it. Okay, you're making your sewers over here. So you guys wake up next morning. You get both your things, and everything's quiet. Nothing going on around here. And you wake up. You see old Torque doesn't look like he slept at all. So he's a wiry old man, and he's ready to kill. So he's ready to go.
Let's go.
Okay, we go.
All right, Peter Torque, let's do this.
I don't know who Peter Torque is.
He's one of the monkeys.
Him and
Hey,
Davy
hey.
Jones, right? And Davy Jones, one of them too.
I know Davy Jones. Everyone knows Davy Jones.
Yeah.
This is
Mike
the
Nesmith
tale
and Mickey
of
Dolenz.
Captain
Oh,
Sparrow.
He's got the Flying Dutchman.
He has his dining sock.
Yeah, he's got his dining sock. He can't eat without it.
David Jones.
All right. So a few hours go by. You make your way south of the road. So where you are at, you can actually see the shore. You're at the coast. It's all salty air. You hear the seagulls and the pelicans are crowing or whatever they do. And
The pelicans are crowing.
Pelicans going. "Rah!"
Oh, that's not
What
good.
sound does
That's
a
bad-
pelican make?
That's a bad omen right there.
listen here. That over there. We're gonna put in where it drops off here is the edge. That's what we'll do over here, over this way. That's the edge. Are you guys in here yet?
Okay.
You're not, are you?
I am.
I am.
I put you in the
I don't have
my
mine,
quick
dude.
bar, so I can just throw you in there all nice and easy.
Do it.
There you go. And you need a lizard man, which we've got a goblinoid thing here. We've got actually I think I have a lizard man in here.
Yes, you do. That character will be me.
Yeah.
Frog
Who's it,
man.
That's like a. You're never.
You're a
gonna-
frog man.
You're a fungus frog.
There's lizard man.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys come across, and he come up a little hill, and he points down, and he shows you where there's sort of a dome of dirt and rocks and things, and he points over there, and he says, that's you got to get past them. And up ahead, though, you see there is a guard standing in front of the sewer, as if they were prepared for just
A
in case.
lizard man guard or
A human guard.
What
human
kind of
guard?
armor is he wearing?
You've got a few folks standing out there. Roll me perception, whoever's up front.
I don't think I would be up
Or
front.
any of you can roll it if you want. Give me an idea what you see.
Sorry.
I will look.
Maybe making some weird noises.
That's how my yawns are.
I'll look too. Just
18.
You know how my yawns are.
18
You
as
lived
well.
with me for 15 years almost.
21.
Okay. You can see there's two there that you can see, but you hear some clanging sounds up ahead,
Okay.
like metal on metal.
Okay.
They don't seem to be aware of you right now. But if you're gonna move, you need to roll stealth checks.
If I could see my character, I would totally move.
Click your name over there, your nameplate.
My nameplate's not over there.
Yeah,
My nameplate is.
Are you
yeah.
on? You're on grassland.
Yeah.
You have to hit, like save or whatever for our stuff to show up though.
Yeah.
Before we move, I say let's let me take a look through FIP before we head over,
Okay.
so I can get a closer look.
You.
So I put my hand on Finn's shoulder. Eyes go white.
Pull the right guy here. So you fly over, and you can see there's two well-armed, black armored stuff standing outside. They're just sort of looking, watching. And there's two of those just leather armor, pretty strong, and they've got axes, and they're just clanging on these bars. They got some metal bars stuck up that's blocking the sewer from large folk. And you also see an archer. Looks like just kind of keeping watch on the other side of the thing.
So I see at least 5. Looks like they might be trying to get us into the sewer too.
I'm sure they.
That's nice. That's just what we
Well,
need.
I suppose we kill them.
I suppose so.
There you go. Are you in there now? I
Alright.
saw your name just did something.
I
You
just
guys-
joined back in because
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the.
Yeah, I don't see anybody. I see it on the stream. I see what you see, which is we're all there.
Yeah.
We're not actually there.
Uh-oh.
Time to
There's a-
log out and log back in.
Yeah, let me log out and log back in.
Okay.
Waiting on GM. How close together are all these guys standing?
They're all
You know,
reasonably close.
Oh, geez.
don't
Are
have
we
any,
gonna
I don't wanna be
do this
loud.
combat right now?
What time is it? Oh, it is pretty late, isn't it? We probably should
Yeah.
end it here. Yeah, this will take an hour or whatever. These combats aren't quick.
Oh, sad.
Dang.
We can start on a combat next
We
time.
had a combatless night.
Sometimes that happens.
that's yeah.
But yeah, so you can see 5 guys there. They seem to be working on this sewer grate as well. As you guys are sort of scouting things around and trying to kind of sneak up, Torque just charges, and that's where
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
end
Yeah.
for
I
the
knew
night.
I was gonna shoot towards
Waiting for that. All right.
Alright. Torque is dead, everyone.
Yeah,
There's no
Torque
point in saving him.
Poor Torque. He's
If
on.
he starts
he's-
charging and they're on all those guys are fairly close together, I'm gonna Hunger of Hadar.
You can tell me that next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Christian Gamer.
99 cents.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
That's
what
it
a
for the
nice
night.
guy.
That's it.
We'll be back again. I'm remembering this time Monday night on the Deft and Dorky channel for some more D&D.
And my birthday.
And oh yeah,
Important
David's birthday. That's right.
Yeah, I'm turning 15.
Birthday time.
15-year-old
You're
geezer.
turning 15? Oh my
Yeah.
I'm
You
an
got a
old
problem with
man.
that?
I'm
I'm
sad.
not.
Hey, you are an old man. You
I'm
and
not.
Isaac both.
Isaac's older than I am, so I'm a young man.
He's like practically dead.
Basically.
I don't know how he stays up so late. His bedtime was like 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
All right. See you, Do Village. Anything else? Let me. You know what? Let me put that Deft and Dorky link in there. Oh, I gotta find it though, because you don't pop up when you search YouTube for Deft and Dorky. You have to like
It's
type
almost
it all
like
the way in. when you
nobody
do
follows that channel.
that. I know.
Here, you know what?
Almost
the
like we're
Death and Dorky
nobodies.
thumbnail should be Happy Birthday.
But nobody's in here
Joey
too.
Raider.
All right.
Pun Ripper.
There we go. There's Deft and Dorky.
Well, we all know what everyone wants to see, and that's me, because
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
famous.
Oh yeah.
I don't want
yeah.
to spoil this for you,
Famous,
David,
yeah.
but we got your birthday present this year is a walker and a couple comes complete with a couple tennis balls for you.
Oh man.
Oh
Ah,
man,
so neat.
No,
living
congratulations.
that high class. Got
I'm sorry, I
suspension.
ruined the surprise.
This is
Built-in
what I needed.
suspension, dude.
Hey, thanks, John.
Happy early birthday, David.
Oh, there you go, David.
Thank
Oh
you.
man.
Look at you.
2015. A couple of months, I'll be